hello everyone. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Hi.
We are here with varying I don't know. We're here. And last time everyone was here. Andrew or slash Demos was finally reunited with the party in full. There was some shopping that was done early on in the session after returning to Resort Dawn. There was also some conversation with Sora at the shop concerning Aslam, because there's been a growing interest in the man. And he brought up some figures that Aslam had interest in. And just being a resident of sort of the home city of Aslam's guild, the Soul Roar Guild, very much had some thoughts about him, right? Mostly positive. You got some prices for potentially enchanting weapons or armor, right? +1 enchantment, 600, +2, etc. You then traveled to the archives after some deliberation about whether or not to even go to the Blue Hour Resort. Before heading to the archives, though, Demos picked up and paid for his double-sided glaive, which will be very useful in combat for sure. And arriving at the archives, you each grabbed the stuff you wanted to research about of varying intensities, right? Some were concerning chefs, some were concerning potential evil people, or potential allies, or many potentialities in the future. You learned such things about Fusum, the probably vampire philanthropist who resides here in Resort Dawn. He's lived in Resort Dawn for 40 years. He started off at the Sunkissed Resort. This is stuff that, and the Construction Guild was who helped build his house. And there was a man named Crames who was arrested for attempted murder of Fusum about 5 years ago. Aslam is in charge of the Soul Roar Guild and has been for about 75 years. The guild itself has been around for 600. Aslam is 120 years old, but he looks a young 40. Having arrived at the Sunkissed Resort, you decided, even if you visit the Blue Hour Resort that Aslam pointed you to, maybe staying there wouldn't be the best idea. So you opt to stay at the Sunkissed Resort, buying a lovely penthouse suite. There you met the Alfred gnome, or the gnome butler. Sorry, Alfred. Not Alfred, the gnome butler. You met Alfred, the gnome butler. And you gave him a tip to leave. And there, the night, the 20th of the rain moon, after an extraordinarily long day, your legs are tired from walking. You fought a shadow demon today. You were all extraordinarily tired. Yeah, that's something you missed right before they came to Resort Dawn.
We kind of fought a shadow demon.
Mm-hmm.
We did fight a shadow demon,
but we started it.
Yeah. And then...
Is that the tree?
Yeah.
Holy crap, boys. It's been a long day.
Yeah, it has been a long day. And you all, resting for the night.
Before we bed down.
But before bedding down, there might be a few things we want to do. So, Escale, what you doing? Escale?
Probably getting...
Not Escale, sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead. I meant Demos, because Andrew had literally said something, but... I think Josh was confused too. Like, wait, Andrew literally was like saying he was about to do something. Yeah, I meant Demos. What you doing, Demos? Right before bed.
I would like to go back to the blacksmith.
Oh.
Caden would catch you on the way out because he also wants to go.
Well, I do have a place I'll be going at some point.
Wait, is this still at night? Are we at the hotel yet?
Yeah, you're at the hotel. This is up in the penthouse suite.
And they're leaving again?
Hopefully not yet.
I will be back. I have one last meeting.
Well, here's the thing. Caden was gonna mention to Demos, ask about the prices at that blacksmith and if he trusts him because Caden wants to make a purchase.
Oh, I've never
At
met the
some
man,
point.
so I trust him fully, I guess.
You've never met this blacksmith?
I arrived in the city for the first time the same day you did.
Yeah, yes.
Didn't we all meet the blacksmith when you ordered your glaive?
No,
Yeah.
I walked off.
And then you walk. Yeah.
I think we met him before then.
Yeah.
Because we've been there before we split.
Yeah, and he mentioned that he could potentially help Summer with more gun stuff if she needed it. I think.
And I believe he's the one who identified
Hand
Zinti.
Demos a note in 10 gold and say, could you just put in this order for me?
Sure.
Thank you.
I mean, you're
Yeah.
more than welcome to come along.
I mean,
But-
I would, but I don't want to make this a whole thing. Like, it's a very simple request. I mean, if you'd want someone to come with you, I'd be more than happy, but I don't know if all of us... In fact, actually, good point. Hold on. Kane's gonna turn around and go, Eskel, you coming... You know, you can stay here and do whatever you want, and I'm just gonna look at Les and Summer and go, I wanted to do this at the archive, but I didn't get the chance. You two are staying here and having a conversation.
Oh, boy,
Summer
yeah,
glances
I
at
mean-
Caden, and then glances at Les, and is like, "Oh, okay."
Hey, that's kind of unfortunate.
you want
Is
to
that what
come with
Eskel
us,
says?
Sam,
That's
or are
rather
you good?
unfortunate.
Well, we
So-
know
I'm going to, like-
them.
Sorry, Eskel.
We know Mr. Fusen. I figured if he only does stuff at night. Go at night.
What?
Sorry, you're a little
Can,
quiet, Josh.
Hey, somebody's background noise is like,
It's probably Andrew's. There you go. Josh.
Well, with Fusen, I figured it would be better if we went at night. So I figured I'd go introduce myself tonight.
"Oh, right now."
No,
Yes.
no, let's go tomorrow night, please.
Why? I thought we were investigating the Blue Owl tomorrow.
Yes, but it's been an extremely long day,
Has it?
and I'd like to have a proper night's rest before we go into a potentially hostile situation.
Well, there you
Summer's,
I didn't
Summer-
get those.
yeah, gonna just like, kind of like maybe put a hand on Eskil's elbow and say like, Caden did die recently. I think maybe we are forgetting that he is still maybe a little shaken from that.
I was just gonna go introduce myself.
I don't know if that's a good
I'm making
idea.
it sound like it's going to be a thing.
It might be a thing. The man barely lets anybody see him in person. I highly doubt he's just going to let some stranger walk up on his house.
Also,
I think I'm
Eskil,
strange enough.
no, you, yes, I'm sure. I think it's a great idea to try to introduce ourselves. But remember also that, remember the very nice vampire lady that almost killed last?
Yeah. You
And
pretty close
remember-
there.
Yeah, remember how she... Yeah, and remember how you were very good. The darkness was very good. Remember how she was definitely bringing someone to Fusim to kill?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
figured
just-
that's how that worked.
yeah. That just means that, you know, we don't necessarily know if he's going to be friendly or not.
Well, I don't think I would be too much help to him. Gotta be honest. I'm barely alive as is. But
That is
if you
true.
want to wait, we can.
I prefer to wait, please. I'm begging you, please.
Then to the blacksmith.
All right,
'Cause I'm not about family matters.
okay. Let's go,
Agreed.
boys.
All right,
You
so
two,
Demos
fun, and
and
Caden-
Escale
Close the door.
are going to the blacksmith, whilst I guess
Caden's
the dog
going with.
Caden. Oh, Caden's going with them to the blacksmith. Gotcha.
Yeah, no, Caden's locking these two
This is
in the
a-
hotel
this is
room
a-
to have a
This
conversation.
isn't
can't-
an
you
intervention.
don't-
This is purposely
bud.
leaving two people alone.
Yeah. Hey, bud. Hotel doors don't work like that.
Hey, they do if I have the key.
You know,
have
they don't.
Rupert
It's
lock
not
it.
you know that like hotel
You
rooms
know,
don't
like there's
lock
like other
from the
rooms
outside.
in this
They're-
hotel room, right? Like, I'm just gonna go to bed. Like,
Yeah, like this is what you have
This
just
is a
done
resort,
is like
yeah.
what you've just done is said like, okay, cool, bye, and then they're going to go to bed. Alright, that's fine.
Yep.
We go to bed.
Team Caden, Escale, and Demos. You go out into the streets at night. And you're out on the streets. And as you guys as you guys sort of leave the resort, you're in sort of the more noble part of the city. And you're sort of making your way through these streets. There are guards posted.
Wait.
Sorry?
Nope. You good?
Every so often, you see guards posted with torches. There's the occasional sort of street sort of torch light or lamp light, rather. They'd be lamps. Magically illuminated, right? So you don't have to go to each one and illuminate it. They just turn on. And on your way sort of to the more center of the city where the blacksmith may be, with no concern about whether or not he's open still. But I do believe Demos actually made an appointment for this thing. So.
I did.
Yeah, so he does actually know for a fact he'll be good. But on your way, something might happen.
Oh boy.
Going out on the streets at night, baby. It is relatively quiet. There's the occasional person walking by, walking around as late as you are. But it is a rare thing to see somebody out this late. Particularly in the noble district because, you know, the nobles, they get
Beauty
their
sleep.
night's rest, you know, they get beauty sleep, yeah. Like, they aren't really interested in being out super late. Sorry, I'm just pulling up some stuff, don't mind me. But it is a quiet, relatively calm night. The cloud cover is sparse. Despite it being the rain moon, funnily enough, you would think needs to be a bit more hectic, perhaps. But as you're walking,
Oh no.
you hear sort of the of a carriage moving past you. And Demos, you smell a very strong scent of just perfume coming from this direction through your tusk. And as it comes by, you hear a woman inside go, "Oh, stop, stop." And the carriage stops next to you guys.
That smells fucking awful.
And a sort of window of the carriage like opens up, and you see this sort of female elf, sort of high elf, poke her head out, and she goes, Are you all those adventurers that recently got their licenses? I read it in the paper."
Descriptions are
Probably.
real accurate, aren't they?
What was that? You, sir?
Yes.
The Loxodon and the definitely dead person
You're right.
probably are a little bit easier to identify than the three people
Yeah,
who
she
are
does
just
look
sort
at
of there.
Eskiel and goes, "You really do
Just
look
saying.
kind of half dead."
That's a little rude.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude.
You Sneal did.
Oh shit.
And then she kind of goes,
Something.
she goes, rather, and she seems almost like excited, like not offended by you saying that, but like, "Oh, these people are like roguish," or like, "Ooh." And she kind of goes, please, I would love for you to," and the door opens to the carriage, and there's sort of a guard in there who opened it, and she goes, please, there's plenty of space in here for you three." Well, maybe, as she looks at Demos.
Is
But,
the perfume smell even stronger now?
It's staying about. It does get a little bit stronger as it opens. That is true.
Can I determine if it's coming from the female or is it coming from like the actual carriage?
Roll a perception check.
Is this with smell?
Yes.
Because I have advantage. It hasn't been a smell.
But she has opened this carriage door and is inviting you all to come in. She kind of goes, if you want, it seems you were walking somewhere. I could take you the rest of the way. Oh.
12.
How far are we?
Maybe like walking at a normal pace, maybe like a 10-minute walk.
It's a nice night. We should probably let them be in the hotel room for a little longer.
At most a 10-minute walk with like some hills and stuff, right? Because the city isn't
I
flat.
think we
But...
can make it 10 minutes.
Man, this
Make it
person
handy.
just showed up with good smelling shit and offered us a free ride. This screams getting kidnapped all over it, buddy.
You know, you're not wrong.
Pulls up with Van. Hey, you kids want some free candy? I got some free candy
She goes-
in the van, kids.
She goes, oh, if you're not interested, that's okay.
No. I'm wondering
I
whether
think
it's a very interesting fragrance.
Yeah, Demos with a 12. There was so much of it applied, you can't be sure. It is just palpable.
I'm gonna take a half step back.
She goes, my name is Susanna.
I want to duck behind Demos. Like, I just want to pass behind him out of her sight to move to the other side of his body.
What the hell? Okay.
And while
What are you
I'm
gonna
doing
cast?
that,
What are you gonna cast?
you know what I'm gonna cast, baby?
What are you
I'm
gonna cast? What are you
casting
gonna cast?
Tech thoughts is so good. You just get the surface thoughts of, these are the people I saw on the paper. I'm so excited. I want to talk to them. It's kind of what you're getting. But she looks
Is-
over at you and goes, last opportunity.
You know, I might join you. My companions might be doing something.
But I do also understand a good late night walk. You seem strong enough to be able to do it alone.
Oh, I definitely wouldn't say that. Oh,
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, well.
You know, I think you two should have a bonding moment going to the blacksmith.
Okay.
Wait. Did I hear that right?
Yes, you did.
Are you sure about that?
I am quite sure this woman is, she's so lovely, she wouldn't do anything to harm me.
There's no evidence.
That's not leading.
Well, don't die.
And I'll hand Demos that piece of paper I was gonna hand him anyways. And I'll have Rupert sit on his shoulder.
Okay. You hop into the cart.
And I get in the cart and join this woman for a lovely stroll.
All right.
I see this guy super well.
Now it's
It's
just
gonna be
Eskel
great.
and Demos. Your cart kind of goes off quicker than you could
Demos
walk.
is-
Yeah.
Could I take one last? Where are you headed?
She goes, oh,
Doctor.
well, oh, to the doctor, yeah.
Wherever the road takes us.
And you hear a little, like, laugh inside from the noble. She's like, oh, exciting.
Hmm.
What really happened here is the doctor's like, never mind. The carriage.
If you're not back at the hotel within an hour, I'll come find you, and you will probably die. And I will look at the window and be like, you will probably die if I have to come looking.
Don't worry, you will know if I'm in danger. And I look at Rupert on your shoulder. Adios.
Bye.
Yeah, Demos, you now have a sort of flying lemur-esque creature on your shoulder.
I will
This
be back.
thing's just unnatural.
I love the image of a Loxodon looking at another creature going, this is just unnatural. I love it so much.
The character pulls away, Demos turns to Eskel and goes, wonder how far I could kick it.
I think you could get some good height.
How far we can get some good height and distance?
Hang on, it depends if
It
it
can
tries
fly.
to fly or not. If it's in a ball, yeah, you're sending it over a building.
Well, I could make it into a ball.
Rupert's just sitting there like,
Can you? I feel like the tail would still stick out.
the like 3 hit point Rupert's
Well,
just like
that's what you
looking
tie
back and forth.
That's what you use to tie it up with.
Fair enough.
Tail.
Are you guys just standing
I
and
love that.
talking, or are you walking and talking?
Walking and talking. I
Walking
love
and
that
talking.
it's not here all to hear this conversation.
Yeah.
So as you guys continue to walk, you're lonesome. The carriage has gone off, who knows where. And as you all are walking,
And then
Eskel,
we
as you
died.
get closer and closer to the marketplace. Okay. As you get real close to the marketplace, you hear somebody go. You hear some guards yell, "Oh, citizens, get out of the way!" And as you turn to look towards the direction of the noises, you see these 9, almost like rope-like shapes moving towards you from an alleyway
Rope?
by the marketplace. 9 flying snakes come out of the alleyway in your direction.
I think I'll take a step back.
All right, and so with that, I am gonna have you guys roll initiative real quick. Escale and Demos.
Oh. I
Let's have a
assume
scrap.
by get out of the way means that we could have avoided this. Okay. That's a 13.
They are
That's
here,
a 21.
and they are ready. That was a what?
Let's have a scrap. 21.
21 for Demos, and what was you, Escale?
13.
Cool.
As the comment I do to Escale and say, well, let's have a scrap.
Make sure to open
Okay.
up roll 20 when you get the chance, and I'll quickly make. It'll not be a very cool map, but it'll be a map. Nonetheless.
9
Um,
flying snakes.
Yep, 9
They
flying
can't have-
snakes.
Bears.
I mean, it's an amount.
1d4 plus 1 bears.
Chasing a naked
24.
woman.
It's 4 bears.
Or was it naked bears chasing a woman? I don't remember anymore.
I think there were different alternatives.
1d4 plus 1 naked bears, dang it,
Mhm.
chasing a naked woman out of bush.
There it
shit.
is, yeah.
I did something wrong. Oh well.
It's a good random encounter table.
It was. Truly.
Oh
So,
my goodness. Okay.
these flying snakes are muy tiny. There are 9 of them.
We are still on the tree, by the way.
Oh, on the, that's right. Let me move you real quick. Boop. The alleyway's a little janky because I accidentally, didn't right click before I clicked the next space, but, that is an alleyway. Don't worry.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not going to spend too much time here on, that kind of thing. So, real quick, copy, paste, paste. 1, 2, 3.
Cool.
Oh, shoot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Another one.
Mm-hmm.
Another one. Another one. Another one.
Yep.
Alright, so they're coming out of this alleyway.
Yeah, let me tell you how big.
And I assume that we are walking somewhere.
Yeah, let me real quick indicate how wide this particular road is for you guys. It's wide enough. Boop. This is your place to be. You guys would have been walking by, and these snakes have just come out of the woodwork. There's one guard who is trying to grab them.
Rip him.
That poor unfortunate soul.
You gonna die.
Yeah. So you guys would be somewhere like here-ish, yeah.
Oh, solid.
Yeah.
Oh, we'd be up there.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're right on the edge.
Yeah, like you looked in the direction of the noise, and there are just snakes coming out of this alleyway you're passing.
Fantastic.
Solid. Well.
All right. Real quick, guard. Single guard. Don't worry, this combat will not be long. The rest of you guys, and I'll cut back every round. Flying snakes. Cool. X equals 16. Cool. Or not every round, but every few rounds. All right. So, top of the order is Demos. Go ahead. What you doing? You have a bunch of flying snakes.
Take the new glaive I now got.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna go boop, right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one to the left and the one to the right are both gonna get attacked as an attack, and then a bonus action to attack with the other side of my glaive.
Yes. Do it. Go ahead and roll to hit these
And
small boys.
17 plus 6.
17 plus
and
6.
A 15. So a 23 and a 15.
Those both hit.
Cool.
Cool.
Probably should have had my d10s out ahead of time. 10 damage to one.
Okay, one of the flying snakes dies.
And 11 damage to the other one. So the two in close proximity to me.
So which one?
One's 10 damage, one's 12 damage.
Yeah, they both die, I believe. Let me double check that fact.
So that'll be that one right here.
Yep.
That one right there.
They both die instantly. All right. Demos, you have anything else up your sleeve?
Nope. That's it. I'm still a little barbarian. That's what I like to do right now.
All right. In which case, next up is the flying snakes. Whoa.
Oh boy. I'm gonna catch one and make it a pet.
Boom. They get a little closer to you.
Hello there.
They do begin to relatively swarm Demos here. These four. These three heard the guy yelling behind them. They were going to turn towards the guard.
I see this one. Hold up, let me make sure this is correct.
You have 10-foot attack of opportunity, right?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
Were any of them in that?
There was one. There was one in that. So if you want to make an opportunity attack against one of the flying snakes, turning back towards the guard.
I would love to.
Roll the hit.
16.
All right, that hits. Roll damage.
And 9 plus 4.
Yeah, it's dead.
13.
One of those snakes is dead. But these four snakes are all going to attack you, Demos. Because you're flailing around and they're going to kind of gather up on you here. So, for Snaky Boys versus one Loxodon, let's see how this goes here.
I yelled at Escal, I'm going to keep one as a pet.
Okay.
What's your AC, Demos?
15.
15, got you. So miss.
Gotta pump those numbers up, though.
Two of them hit. So you take from all four of them 1 piercing damage.
I like
Or
it.
no, sorry, you take from 2 of them 1, so you'd get 2 piercing damage. 2 piercing damage.
That's
And
more
then-
damage than what that one guy did. Right? That's more damage than what Boost did in the entire fight.
I think sadly that is true. And then you take 8 poison damage. Wow. And then the other 2 are going to attack the guard. 1 miss, 1 hit. So we do the 1 piercing damage to the guard, and then 3d4 poison. Wait, so that's... Oh, guard is barely alive. He's hanging in there.
Oh.
All right, next up is the guard, who, having been hurt really bad, is going to try to swing at one of the snakes. That's a hit. And the guard manages to kill one of the snakes. Look at him. Look at him go. It is Escale's turn.
Cool. Time to back away.
Cool.
Can I shoot it from one of these 3 squares? Can I shoot the snake on the guard?
Yes, because it's flying around. Like it's in that square, but it's
Yeah.
up in the air somewhat, so you could hit him.
Cool. I'm just gonna see Demos having the time of his life playing with his new toy. Back away from it and above the guard, and just sling a good old eldritch blast.
Mm.
See if
Good
that
deal.
would do anything.
Cool. Roll to hit.
10 plus.
That hits.
Okay.
No, these are sneaky boys. They aren't necessarily hard to hit.
3 damage.
3 damage to it.
Yes, sir.
It is still up, barely, but up. Is that all you can do this turn, Esco?
Yes, sir.
Cool. That brings us back to Demos
We go
again.
again. Nope, that was not supposed to be a roll, but I'll take it. 10 plus 6 and 15 plus 6.
Okay. This was on the levels 1 to 4 random encounter. I feel like this is more on the level 1 or 2 side of things than the level 4 side of things. But yeah, go ahead.
9 points of damage to one.
Got you. That's dead.
And 9 plus 4, 13 points of damage to another one.
Dead. There are 2 snakes left on you, Demos.
And I'm just gonna yell at one. Just,
Cool. So, having yelled at them, both of these snaky boys are gonna try to retreat. So you get opportunity attack on one of them.
I would like to make my opportunity attack. I would like to attempt to grab one.
I think this is literally a clip from a bit that a D&D YouTuber did. It's like, I'd like to reaction try to grab them, and they're like, you can't actually do that. I'm gonna let you try to do that. Make an athletics check to try to grab them. They're snakes. It's not like a person, you know. They're little sneaky boys. Try to grab them.
9
versus their athletics or acrobatics.
Or acrobatics.
Yeah, rely on their acrobatics more, I'd imagine.
I can imagine.
Yeah, no, it slips through your fingers. And they, how far can they fly? Oh, wow, that's actually very far. They are quickly moving away from you, Demos.
Oh,
They are 60
boy.
feet away from you, basically.
Wow.
Booking it.
They are booking it. Yeah, about 60 feet. Boom.
Cool.
And then the other one's going to try to kill the guard.
Yeah.
I think that's a miss. The guard's armor is just a little bit higher than that. Yeah, no, that snake misses. It's the guard's turn. Talking is a free action, by the way, Demos, if you want to try to save one of these snakes. But the guard tries to swing at the snake. That is a hit. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's a hit. And the snake dies too.
Get up.
Just swipes it away. Huh!
Get up, man.
What?
You get up.
Oh, the snake died
Gotcha.
Oh, cool.
that the guard had, and these two are flying off.
Leave one snake, please.
All right.
Say this.
Escale, it's your turn. The 2 snakes are flying away, and Demos wants one of them.
You think I can do that? I'll shoot one.
Okay. You can't attempt non-lethal damage with your...
Well, there's 2.
No? Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit one of them.
Roll on my computer. 13 plus 6, 19.
That hits, yeah.
3 damage.
Cool. It's, no, actually, it is not dead. But barely.
It's fine.
Yeah. That means it's Demos' turn.
I will run and bonus action. Oh, what am I doing?
Did you draw instead of a... Yeah.
I did. I will use all my movement and a bonus action to go all the way 60 feet.
Yep. You're using your action to dash, basically, right? Or do you have bonus action dash?
I'm using my action to dash because I
Gotcha.
can't have bonus action dash because I'm a Luxor.
Yeah.
And I'm not very fast.
Mm-hmm.
That is my go.
All right. That means it is the flying snake's turn.
It's like a little kid trying to catch a butterfly in the middle of the city at night.
They see that you're trying to catch up, and so they decide to go. They will attack you first. So they're both going to try to hit you here. One of them hits.
Cool.
So that's 1 piercing damage, and then 7 poison damage to you. And then after they hit you, they both don't continue to fly away horizontally, but they both fly 60 feet up.
I will attempt to grab one of them.
All right. Reaction. Roll athletics versus one of their acrobatics.
Oh, that is so much better. That's 18 plus 6.
All right. You grab one. You have a flying snake in your hand.
I grab the more healthy one.
Okay. Cool. Not the one that got blasted by a red, absorbing the color around it, Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So you have one. The other's flying off.
Cool.
I'd say almost breaking combat, make an animal handling check. Try to get the snake to calm down, I guess.
Just to calm down just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just a hair or
Finish
two.
your deal.
Natural 19
Oh.
plus 2, 21.
The snake does begin to calm down.
Can I shoot the one that's one way?
Oh,
Huh?
please do.
Can I shoot the one that's one way?
Yeah, go for it. Roll to hit it.
Need to practice, you know.
How far can your Eldritch Blast go, real quick?
120.
How far can your Eldritch Blast go, do you know?
120.
Oh yeah, you're good. You're good. Go for it.
That's what it do. Hey, 2 damage.
That's enough. It's dead. It hits it while it's in the air and it just falls, lands on someone's roof.
Ooh, nice shot.
Blind you.
The guard slightly injured, like he got bit, like in where his shoulder meets his neck.
Ooh.
He just sort of like he looks over at you guys and goes, "Thank you."
Yep.
I was supposed to transport those.
Smooth.
Yeah. Well, I accidentally dropped the cage and
Oh, you could tell.
yeah. Thank you.
Of course.
He sees
gonna
you
keep
holding
it
one,
going.
Demos, and he goes, "It's the least you could do. You guys did save my life for all intents and purposes. If you guys weren't here to be attacked by a lot of them, they might have turned to me."
Oh, I will.
Yeah, you're looking pretty rough there.
Yeah. I'll get to a medic. I should be fine.
Okay.
He goes, "Thank you too," and he reaches in his pocket and tosses you each a gold piece.
Hey.
Wow.
You do see it.
He goes, "I mean, you've just saved my life, so deserve that
Well,
much."
stay safe.
Your life is worth 2 gold pieces. Good to know.
Yeah.
Noted.
He's a
He has
guard.
no
He only
rebuttal.
earns so much. He's not going to toss
He
you.
has no
a
rebuttal.
freaking- He has no rebuttal. He walks back down the alley.
Is this snake considered a beast? Or is
A
it like a monster?
flying snake is a tiny beast, yes.
Oh.
Challenge rating 1/8.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals on it.
As you cast Speak with Animals on it, it goes, "That's strange. People usually aren't able to hit us when we fly away." I just realized they have the ability flyby, which means they shouldn't have got opportunity attacks, but it's too late for that, so... So instead, this snake will just go, "That was odd. That shouldn't have happened."
I got the
Being
lightning
the most
fast.
you cast that.
Yes.
Like there's an actual casting to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The snake kind of goes, "Are you going to kill me?"
Remains to be seen, but I want to try to keep you as a pet. Yes.
Will you feed me?
I can feed you, yeah.
Will you let me fly time to time?
If you come back, if not, I'll have my friend Yeezy. Let's target practice.
Deimos, are you talking to the snake?
I am. It's weird. Anyway.
Why
As
did
long
you
as I
do
get,
stuff?
as long as you let me rest in the sun, eat and fly time to time, I do not mind.
Yeah, that sounds like a big deal right there.
And he sort of calmly
Even
slithers
chill with my hat.
out of your
Above
hand
My hat.
and moves under your hat.
Or like above like the brim of my hat. I'm like, you can just chill there. We'll get plenty of sun and free to land and all.
Well, it is night. I think I'll stay under your hat. But when it's day, I'll come out.
Fair enough.
Oh, I'm imagining when he's on your hat during the day, his two little wings like spread out a bit, so it's almost like feathers in your hat, on your Viking hat.
Well, I have one. Oh yeah, that's right. It's my Viking hat. That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, making your way now to the blacksmith. We will cut back to Caden here in a bit, but
Oh, that's freaking wonderful.
Gonna name him.
I will.
you guys make your way
2.0.
back to the blacksmith. You hear him. You can almost smell the or feel the heat coming from the smithy as it's night and a little chill. And the blacksmith, Klaxor Vraktrin, Bronze Dragonborn, sees you all approach from his smith sort of place. You see he has been melting down the metal. And he turns around and he goes, "Ah, see, you made it, Demos."
I did. Had a little interesting night so far, honestly, for such a short walk.
Yeah, well, didn't question it, but moving around really late at night through city streets can be dangerous, you know.
We're pretty capable, as you see, like, some slight blood
From
from it.
like bite marks on the wrist or something, or arm. Yeah.
Yeah, like bicep, but not quite bicep. They couldn't fit the mouth around it.
Yeah. And he goes, "And good to see you again. I believe your name was Escale?"
Nope.
Oh, okay, then what is your name?
Close. Try again.
Oh, it's Escale? Okay. He doesn't even question it, just moves on. Aye, sounds good.
I also have an order for a friend. If you can work on that whenever you get it, a free chance.
What's the order on the piece of paper? Either message it to me, Tegan, or let me know.
Alright, I'll message it. I'll put it in the book
Cool.
talking.
Sounds good.
Secret.
He looks at it and sort of nods for a second as he sort of reads it. He goes, "So you sure you want to do this, Demos?
Yes.
Like I said, it will be painful."
Yeah.
What?
Yep, I'm sure. Let's get it done with.
What?
So I brought him.
What?
You'll find.
Oh, he doesn't know.
No,
Well, that's
no,
exciting.
It is.
Boy, I thought my saying what made it pretty obvious. I hate it.
Do you have any scrap leather?
Any leather?
Yeah, just scrap pieces.
I would have a few, yes. I'm not myself a leather worker, but I do
I'm
work
gonna
with
need-
leather.
1 or 2.
All right. That is only going to cost you like 3 copper.
I'll get what I can hand it right back. But yeah, I'll just pay him 3 copper. How much is the actual smelting gonna take?
How much is it going to cost?
Yeah, to like get this procedure done.
He kind of pauses for a moment, and he looks at the melted bit of adamantium, and he kind of goes,
Well, I haven't given it to him yet.
"Oh, that's right, he hasn't. He has the forge ready." And he kind of pauses for a moment. And he goes, "I'm gonna be honest with you. It's very rare I get to work with such a thing, and even rarer for me to do a thing like this. I don't want money from you, but perhaps a favor."
I can do a favor.
Aye. My favor to you would be, if you ever need a smithy job done, and you're in this part of the city, or part of the world, come to me. And also, when people ask you who did this, let them know.
I will let them know. DM, what's his name again?
Klaxar, freaking Vractrin. Or Klaxar. You can just say Klaxar. That's Claxar. And then Vractrin. Smithy and sort of the smithy in the marketplace, the central market square of Resurrected.
That, I can do that.
Alright. And you kind of...
I'll hand him the 3 copper.
He does
Put
that
the
thing
leather-
where you put your elbows back, almost like to stretch your back a little bit, like,
Yeah.
Um,
I'll
and-
put the leather between my teeth and like bite down on it
mhm.
before this happens, so they can
He goes, alright.
I like Eskil just sitting there like, what's happening?
Yeah,
May
he's
I-
just kind of like wide eyes, but like just looking back and forth, like.
Hand me the adamantium.
Yes, it's nice and clean, not quite polished, but it's
Is
nice
it
and
adamantium or adamantine?
Adamantine, sorry. It's the same, isn't it? Like, for all intents and purposes, it's the same. It's adamantine.
Well, I don't know if they're both things in this world, so.
No, they're not. But it's funny how they are only, like, separated by, like, a few, like, 2 letters.
3 letters.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm guessing Eskil would hear the adamantine.
Honest mistake. Yeah. And he grabs them and... Sorry, I noticed my thing's in the red, so I'm giving it a moment. There he goes, it's back. He places them in the furnace and they begin to melt. And he seems to be wide-eyed too, just looking at it. And then he looks at you and... Mhm.
Oh, go ahead.
In order to not waste any of it in this process, it's not going to be a quick dip and dip out. I'm going to have to sort of do some
Nice.
artistry here.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yep.
nods and he pulls it out and he grabs almost a as the metal has melted completely down. It does take, without showing the metal is, a good like hour for this adamantine to actually melt all the way down.
Damn!
Yeah,
I'm
it
sorry.
is
And
dense.
what's the plan here?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna get these adamantine teeth poured into the runes of
You cut out there.
I'm gonna get this adamantine teeth here poured into the runes of my horns, like I've talked about maybe doing something similar. Well, on my quest, when I went off by myself, I ran into a hunter of my people, and this was the prize I took from him.
And the teeth?
Yeah, oh boy, you should have been there. It was fucking gory as hell.
I don't know if I should have been there.
Good
But-
answer.
As he goes, all right,
Teeth.
get ready to hold.
In
oh, there you
your
go.
horns.
This is gonna hurt like a bitch. Let's get it. Put it at it. And I
He
put the leather in my
kind
mouth
of
like
comes
that.
out and he goes, this is going to be a process. Have the
Yep.
leather in your mouth and Eskil be supportive, eh?
You got this.
Man, it probably would have been pretty good if the doctor had actually stuck around.
He pulls out a sort of almost like, not like a brush in the traditional sense, but almost like a wiry brush.
Oh, boy.
And he sort of dips it in this hot metal. He's holding a distance from himself, and he has like a glove on and everything, like blacksmith glove, and he brings it up and he begins to spread it inside the runes very carefully. And as it touches, because it had to reach such a high temperature to melt, it is excruciating. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. No, it's +5. Let's see. Okay, I'm natural 20.
A natural 20. You'll take half of this then.
Okay.
You
Oh boy.
take.
That's a lot of dice.
Mhm. You take 8 fire damage.
Oh, okay.
He continues. He's making his way down. You're taking this damage, but it's going through. He's working through it. And as he
As
gets...
keeps doing-
Yeah, go ahead.
As he keeps doing it, I would like to try to cast guidance on him.
Oh, on him? The guy doing it?
On Klaxar.
Yeah.
Because it seems like he's doing something with his craft.
Yep, that is true. I actually do need a roll for him, don't I? And I'll
Use
add
the
your
guiding hand.
D4, yeah. Ooh. All right, he's doing it. He's doing a good job. That's yeah. He is doing an artistry job. And as he gets close to the base of your tusk, I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
19.
All right, you're gonna take half. You take 5 fire damage this time.
Okay. Dope.
And as he finishes with the right tusk, and it does again take a long time, Escale, it is, I mean, you don't have to sleep, so you're a good person for this job, but it's late. It is getting to like midnight, if not like 1 a.m. at this point.
So this is the day where you wake up at 6 and you don't go to bed to 2.
Yeah, kind of thing, yeah.
I've had a couple of people like that.
And as he moves to the second task, I'm going to roll for him again. I assume continually being guidanced by you, Escale, the smith?
Yep.
Cool.
It seems like it's helping. It keeps happening.
Hey, no, it's helping. He moves on to the other task, and you may have guessed it, Andrew. You're going to make 2 more Constitution saving throws for the other task. So
Want to make those now?
just make the first one for me here.
16?
All right, that's barely a success. You'll take half. You take 7 fire damage.
Oh.
Because you feel this burning going like almost through your tusk, and like it's getting harder and harder to even like keep your eyes open or like be present in the moment. He then, with guidance assisting him, makes his way to the base. 1 more Constitution saving throw.
Another one.
Yep. Okay. 17. I love my combine.
He goes, I've never done anything like this before.
Oh no. With the D4.
Never with teeth. He's definitely done like inlay on runes, but never like on a person, you know?
It's that the teeth are being melted down into pure material, right?
Yeah, and then
Into
put
material.
into his tusk runes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. What was that con save for the last one, Andrew?
17?
All right.
16?
I mean, if it's 16, you're good. Take half. You take 4 fire damage for the last bit.
Oh, boy, that almost brought me down to single digits there.
Oh God. As he finishes and it begins to cool, you begin to hear, or not hear, but feel multiple breaths. As these runes cool, the images of the trophies that Bruce carried come to mind.
Yeah. Wow. Oh.
And
was, like,
all the
spitting blood out
breaths
just-
that he stopped, right? Yeah. So Demos, you yell.
Yeah, he spits it out and goes. Just it's incredibly loud.
He kind of, you feel Klaxar grab your tusk and pull you back down very kind of carefully and goes, just a bit of cleanup here. And
Just a bit.
He, with a little bit of pain, but nothing too bad, he makes sure it's all smoothed out and good there. He kind of sits down. He's sweating too. He like takes off the glove and it looks like his hand has been like slightly burned despite it being under a glove. That's like how hot it was. Just sits down. And then he just sort of goes, that was something. And then we're going to cut to Dr. Caden Lucafouch having a wonderful carriage ride.
To Dr. Caden Lucafoucher willingly getting kidnapped. It's fine.
But she kind of goes, I would have liked to have others too, but how capable do you think you are? Like strength-wise?
Well, that depends on how you measure strength. Physically, I mean, look at me. I'm not. I'm average, maybe. Maybe, but if you're looking for other strengths, I humbly will say that I tend to be very strong in the mental department.
Huh. And she kind of nods and she hears that and she goes, have you just come to the city for the exam, and how long do you think you guys will stay?
Well, we're currently discussing matters right now. We have a couple of things we'd like to settle in the city before we're on our way. Are you looking for a reason to hire?
She kind of looks at you and goes, I was, but... oh, well... And she kind of looks at the guard, and the guard just sort of says, looks to you and goes, Milady believes that she may have a stalker.
Oh, I see.
Yes. It was so sad, too. I used to take lovely late-night walks with only one guard a distance away, but now I have to travel in a carriage, and...
Aiden pulls out his notebook.
She
Wow.
goes, but you see, I told my father and my mother about this, and... well, you know, I'm an elf, but... you know, I shouldn't have to ask my mother and father for such things. I'm like 50. But... point being, they don't believe me. But I swear I've been watched. Walking down the streets, and there is
Seen
someone
any
who follows
figures?
me. Yes, I have.
What did they look like?
I only saw silhouettes. I have no inkling of who or what they'd be.
What neighborhood was this in?
The sort of noble district, it's where I usually walk.
Interesting.
But,
Do you have any potential... pardon my asking, I don't mean to make you uncomfortable, but do you have any potential suitors who have you turned down?
many suitors I have turned down, actually. But, or rather, I made it so they eventually turned me down. You see, my parents are adamant that I marry into some sort of other noble family. She kind of rests her hand on the sort of side of the carriage, and she kind of wistfully goes, but I'd like to just get out, you know?
I do, trust me. Well,
She sighs and goes, and then she kind of gets frustrated, and she goes, but the little bit of freedom I do get, someone's following me, and I don't know. I'm not brave enough for that kind of thing.
well, lucky for you. I may or may not already have a suspicion as to what's going on.
Okay, that
And
is beneficial.
I do believe you. If that makes you feel any better about the situation.
Mm-hmm. That does. She kind of leans back a bit and she goes, you know, I would put it up on a quest board, but then my parents would get involved, and
Oh no. You're only ever followed at night, correct?
yes, I used to take late night walks.
Caden has a map of the city, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he got that.
Yeah.
That's something he'd have. He's gonna pull it out, and he's gonna ask her to mark anywhere she felt like she was being followed. On a walk.
And she sort of points out, it's like what most people do with late night walks, right? Like, you don't really just go zigzag. You kind of have a route you take that you're just used to walking mindlessly late at night. Sort of like a...
I'm just doing a bit of detective.
Yeah.
see if the points that she feels like she's being followed are areas where A, easy access to the sewer, or B, they're near the home that we're suspicious of Empire.
Looking at it, she never passes that street. But she begins to feel like she's being followed. Like, think of it like a square. Like, she leaves house, goes down street, turns right, turns left, turns right, and walking down that last street back to the corner where her home would be, she feels like she's being followed.
Is that anywhere near an entrance to a sewer?
The map would not necessarily indicate that.
Okay.
But there are
Well-
entrances to sewers all over the city, you know, for maintenance and the like.
Cool.
But she kind of goes,
Um,
yeah, I used to take late night walks. I'd see other people walking and, you know, have fun, but now I just got scared and I haven't felt safe without being in this, you know? She points to the carriage.
No, I understand. Nighttime in the city can be dangerous, I would know.
And she kind of goes, and so, I've been hoping that I'd bump into honestly low-profile adventurers who could
Well,
maybe do the job.
Good news for you. I need to discuss this with my companions and figure out what's going on. However, I think this situation might be related to some of our business in town, if my hunch is correct. If not, I might be able to point you somewhere else with other low-profile individuals who could help you out.
Of course, thank you.
Of course, no one should have to deal with feeling in danger.
Yes, I agree. And she goes,
Well,
let's chat about other things for a while, huh? She kind of looks out the back window of
Yes.
the carriage. All right. With some small talk as the carriage continues to kind of go around the city.
Caden tries really hard not to ramble
Mhm.
about stupid doctor shit that no one cares about.
Caden, as the carriage goes and we kind of cut back to Demos and Escale, who Demos, everything has cooled and it's late, you're tired. Klaxar seems tired. He sort of goes, I think we should head off then, eh?
I look towards Escale. Did you need anything?
I think Josh may not be here.
He's been chatting.
Oh? Do you need anything?
Right.
Yeah. For all time purposes. He goes, oh, and he looks over at you, Demos. Where are you all staying so I can have a young lad send what your friend requested?
I tell him exactly where.
Got you. Cool. So, Demos, repeat your question to Escale.
Do you
Go on, what was
need
it?
anything while we're here? You came for a reason, I think, or did you just want to get out from all that stuff that's happening at the hotel?
Nope, just didn't want to be there. Hayden was trying to force them to talk about him and stuff, and I didn't want to listen to that.
I know what
feel like
happened, and
we
I
did
don't want to
it
risk
right,
that.
so- Yep,
Cool.
that was
Yep.
gruesome.
Yeah,
I don't know why you were doing that. But he looks cool.
It's something me and my other members of the Odin Men do.
Hey, I thought you just got the carvings.
Usually get well
Just, yeah,
after
death for you.
after we get I'm gonna say not all of us. People who feel like they've gotten a worthy trophy or just do it to look cool, get some type of inlay in the wounds or the horns or people who don't have tusks usually get like a colored tattoo of the thing or something of the sort.
Some people don't have to.
Nah, Odin Men is just it's an idea. It's
more of cultural.
Odin Men don't Luxodon. It's a cultural thing. It's not specific to like Luxodon. Like my clan had humans, humanoids, all of bunch of people who all just wanted to join.
Well, I hope there was another Luxodon there for you.
Oh, it was a lot.
Yeah. It was primarily Loxodon in the tribe, but there were others as well.
Yeah, but I need some less and probably, nope, not probably, definitely a drink.
Got you.
I can get behind that.
And we will start walking back to the hotel.
Gotcha.
Holy shit.
Feel
That
tired.
for me, I have
13.
13 points left.
Yep. A full moon. A full moon in the
No,
sky.
Josh,
Go ahead,
I
Josh.
said I got more hit points than you. Haha.
I can still probably take you.
Probably.
A full moon in the sky. You all walking home, and Dr. Susanna kind of goes, would you like me to take you back to where you are staying?
Would be wonderful, actually. Hey Matt, can I roll an insight check on her? I've been wanting
Sure.
to do that.
Go ahead.
Just I want to see if she's been upfront about all this.
Natural one.
Don't wish that shit me, man.
You're too
I
good.
rolled fuck you.
There we go.
24, baby.
Oh, that's not a nat one at all.
Yeah, I rolled a natural 19.
Well, she's being upfront.
Almost an at one, but
She is being upfront, but she is very scared, very paranoid at the moment. Be it justly or not, right? Like, but general, she is paranoid. Because she began to think about it, and now she's like, ooh.
Caden, as she's dropping off, I don't know if anything happens between when we get there or we don't, but he just is gonna, be very charismatic. He kind of falls back into the way he would talk to like some of the patients at his hospital and just, try to make them feel comfortable.
As you slowly,
Sprinkle
Yeah.
a little bit of light flirting on top, but nothing that would make her uncomfortable because she's dealing with a stalker. Yeah.
as you kind of turn the corner and begin making your way, out the window you see a very tired Demos and Escale.
Cut out.
And you guys see the
Oh.
similar carriage coming by.
I mean, I ask her, would you mind if we picked up these two?
She kind of looks down and goes, oh, of course not. We can.
Hello, companions.
Hello.
I see.
I
I
you
see
go on-
Demos
I'm
has
s- I'm
different
sorry.
tusks, right?
Did you go on an hour-long
Yeah, I
carriage
was
ride?
wondering about that too.
That is a fair point, actually. Because they would have been there much longer than you.
Yeah.
Well, makes this more interesting then. So you don't bump into Escale and Demos because you make a valid point. Demos and Escale were there for a long time, and the carriage ride would not have nearly been that long. But as you guys are walking, or not walking, as you're in the carriage, Dr. Caden, you hear a... And then you hear the person in front go, what the... And you feel like the carriage just come to a stop. And you hear the person in front go, the horse got shot, and the guard goes, my lady, stay here. And he jumps out of the cart.
Pop next to her. And go, well, fuck me. Fuck.
He walks out there, and there's some silence. And then after a while, another... You hear just like the sound of a arrow flinging, and another as it misses but hits the carriage.
Okay, here's what happens. Rupert disappears from off of Demos's shoulder, wherever the fuck he is in that process.
Currently biting on a leather strap.
He's gone.
Mhm.
And he comes to me, and I immediately look through his eyes. I want him on top of the carriage.
On top of the carriage, you see that there's currently a guard and another guard who was driving the cart with their weapons drawn, looking around, looking sort of in one direction where the arrows have been coming from. And then they're sort of talking to each other. They're like, one of them's like, the horse is dead, and they're like, but we can't let the lady out. There's arrows being thrown.
Rupert's gonna go off towards that arrow.
Matt, did you get a message?
Oh, maybe.
I wanna clear that up. That's why I was asking how long it was, is because I've been trying not to interrupt.
But you are using the scrying orb that you do have.
Yeah, I think
to scry
probably
on them,
the
yeah.
reason I wanna clarify is because I think probably it would have been like 5 to 10-ish minutes after they left. Like Summer got ready for bed and then was like actually really nervous about it because there's vampires. And so I don't know like whether this would have ended or whether we'd be in the thick of it or where it's at. Or also, I mean, there's a role for it too. I've been trying not to interrupt, but I'm assuming it wouldn't be important.
There is technically a roll to scry, so we should probably do that firstly. See whether or not you can or do successfully. So it's a save, correct? Like a subconscious save, or I forget how it
Yeah,
works.
it's a save.
So, Caden.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's
make yourself a save.
12 save.
What kind of
And
save?
it's a wisdom save, but actually it's less than that because no. Save modifier. Oh no, it's not. You have because she has a picture of and a possession. A picture and a possession of Caden's, so you have a -9 to the roll, and it's a save of 17, a wisdom save of 17, but you have a -9.
Cool. Love that.
Caden, I would
high.
recommend opening roll 20. Just so you know.
Well, cool. I rolled a natural 3, so fuck me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Summer has been watching you through the wee hours of the night up in the resort room, watching this lovely carriage ride.
She's not been enjoying it, but
which is really more like a 30-minute maybe carriage ride around the city.
well, that's why I'm asking is because scrying only actually lasts 10 minutes.
Got you.
But you can repeat it as long as they fail, right? So if they succeed, then you can't repeat it for another 24 hours.
All right.
But if they fail, you can repeat it.
And would Summer just keep watching a mostly boring carriage ride for 30 minutes?
I don't know how, like, it depends on where they started. Like, it depends on, like, what she was seeing, because if their conversation was still on the, like, on the side, like, that's why I was mentioning, like, it was probably about 10 minutes after, so if she caught the, like, him getting into the carriage, probably, because that was really sus. But also, if like the first bit ended while they were still talking about the case, she probably would have tried to redo it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it depends on what you heard when.
Yeah, but the truth is also, if it was like if he got into a carriage and Summer was like, whatever, this is boring, and then it was 20 more minutes and he still wasn't back, she probably would have done it again. Like, this is a worry thing of, like, if she checks up,
Like
and great,
tracking someone.
they split the party even more, kind of thing.
No, for sure.
That's what's happening. Also, definitely after the first time, like, if the first time the spell ended, Caden had just gotten into a carriage and driven off for apparently, like, no reason at all, just, like, don't want to be here anymore. And then he was. Summer also definitely would have told Lest. Like, hey, Lest, like, assuming Lest isn't asleep, right? Probably pretty immediately. She would have been like, hey, Lest, just so you know, I don't know what's happening, but some lady just convinced Caden to get in her carriage and drive away. And then like definitely after like the 20 minutes and he's still not back, Summer definitely in casting the second spell, even if Lest was asleep, probably would have waken Lest up and said like, hey, something's might be up. So I just wanted to like
Sure.
Also, I don't know if that interferes with anything that Adri was thinking that Les would actually do. Like, I don't know if you were thinking we'd actually talk.
No, I think Les is writing in his journal in his room.
All right. So you do then. I will say, you are scrying, and you do see this unfold. A solid 5 minutes away from the resort still, because it's on the way back. At least walk. But yeah, this is the board here currently. Feel free to draw yourself this boy here, and I'll actually just draw like a sad gray like bleh here because the horse is dead. The horse is dead. But yeah, somewhere in this direction. Down I'd say maybe this direction. Arrows have been flying. It could be on the roof, but it's a little. Whoever it is would be very stealthy.
I mean, I'm sending Rupert to go scope it out.
Yeah. As it flies up, make a perception check for me.
Cool. Fuck me. Cool. Um. 13.
13?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you see somebody in sort of a darker cloak hiding on the corner of that nearby building, sort of on the roof, with the bow and arrow. Sort of, and you spot this individual right here. And as soon as you spot that individual, you hear a guard go, "What the hell?" And there is a very large-looking creature that you can barely make out that comes from over this direction. Walks out about this far.
Oh fuck.
And when you see this individual, its body almost seems to be morphing as it comes out into the moonlight. I will send it over what it looks like. A hammer and all. It looks pretty much exactly like this picture. Comes from that nearby alleyway as it slowly loads. Come on now. Come on, image. There it goes.
You fuck. I see how this is gonna be, you fuck. I was suspicious when you said full moon. I see full moons apply in this campaign, Matt.
I
So-
would like to ask,
Yeah,
if
go
I
ahead.
may, since this is also seen.
While Summer asks, Caden, go ahead and roll initiative while you ask. But yeah, Summer, go ahead.
Hey, Lest. Hey, hi. Remember how I was like, I think Caden might be in a spot of trouble later?
Yeah?
He's in it. And I'm wondering if you have sort of literally any way of communicating over a distance, because I don't, and they're still a bit away, and I don't have really any way of transport or anything either. So, I don't. Hey, Matt, with my just estimation of like where we are in the city, would Demos and Escale be closer?
They would actually be farther because they're in the center
Okay,
of
cool.
the town.
So it's not necessarily helpful to tell them.
No. And also in canon, they are busy with other things. They have no idea
Right,
what's
but
happening.
we don't know that, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that is true. That is true.
We don't know that. And I don't think Summer necessarily knows. Like, Summer knows Les can do some magic now, right? Like, she knows that, but she doesn't know, like, probably that sending's not an option. She just knows, like, it's a thing.
No, I have literally nothing.
Or anything maybe for going very fast, because there's a being. Do I know what that is, Matt?
You can make a real quick. What's your passive? I know it's not labeled, but your passive is 10 plus your
Modifier for what?
modifier for Arcana. What's your passive
For
on that?
Arcana, my passive Arcana would be 15.
Yeah, it's a were creature. It's a were-boar of sorts. You would know about lycanthropes.
Okay, cool. There's
Don't
like
know that
a.
with an Arcana of 16. I'm just asking.
Oh yeah, it's a were-boar. You know it's a were-boar. Lycanthropes are common enough in this world.
Yeah, they are.
Where werewolf, were person, I think. It's kind of far away.
I don't
Right
have
now.
anything that could really like get us anywhere that fast.
Or talk to them at all. So that's cool.
All right,
Um,
Escale, what's your initiative? Oh, not Escale, sorry, Dr. Caden. Apparently, I'm mixing up names today.
15.
No, you just think everyone's Escale for some reason.
Yeah, no, it's just Escale. I am constantly talking to Escale. That is just what is happening. That is what is happening right now. Cool. In which case, Caden, you go first.
Me. Cool. That's rad. Love it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, go ahead, Celeste.
Would I have gotten a short rest?
Yeah, at this point, a short rest would have been received, yeah.
Cool, thanks.
Cool. We're moving towards the inn right now, right?
Yeah, currently heading towards the Sunkissed Inn. About like a 5-minute-ish walk if you count like, not, walking at a standard pace, right? Like not.
Cool. If I were to run, how far?
How far?
Yeah.
If you were to just all-out sprint, you could probably get there within the minute.
Cool.
And by within the minute,
Oh,
I mean it
nice.
might be even less than a minute, but like, within that span of a minute, you could run in there.
Are we like in? Where are we? Like
You're
I
in a
assume this is
public. You're in a public street. It's just really late at night.
Cool.
Yeah, hey Matt.
Yeah,
You know
but there
how
would
this
be.
is a really,
Yeah, good.
You know how this is a really bougie hotel?
Mm-hmm.
Are there like horses outside? Like, would people have like? Are there horses around? Or could I like rent a horse? I'm not kidding. Like, could I run downstairs, toss a coin to someone, and freaking take a horse?
Are you proficient in riding horses?
In riding a horse?
Yeah, I think that's
I
vehicles
mean,
technically.
What like? I don't think that's its own tool set or
Yeah.
skill.
Vehicle, I think, usually implies like a cart or something.
Got you. It's just a
Yeah.
thing. Probably anyone in a medieval setting could probably somewhat do.
I mean, I don't have like proficiency in animal handling
Yeah.
or anything, but also like if you gave like I took 8 equestrian lessons
Mhm.
and I could not canter, but I could walk. I could trot a horse in a city pretty confidently, and that's still faster than me sprinting, right? But also, actually, on that subject, I would find it very hard to believe that Lest doesn't have some sort of good animal handling
Perchance.
as an much more of a sort of city goer.
Mhm.
But well, also wait, no, Summer took care of a caravan.
I mean, I am
Summer-
proficient
Summer
in animal
was the-
handling.
Yeah.
Summer was the main person who took care, like the main sort of servant cabin boy character in a caravan for
So-
like 4 years.
Anime logic. I need to know: are you and Les running down to then try to grab a horse?
I
and
would
go to
love
the
if
place.
there are horses, then absolutely.
There would
I
be a
assume
few
we would've seen them
horses.
coming
Yeah,
in.
there'd be horses lodged up. They might not be for public use, but there'd be horses there.
Yeah, I think so, and I think Summer would ask Les if he wants to. Do you want to come? Horse. I'm thinking horse.
Sure. I mean, I don't really know what we're
Do
fighting,
you
so
want to come horse?
I'm sorry. You don't have to. I mean, you don't have to do anything. There's a.
just get on the horse.
All right.
Okay, cool.
So you're running downstairs. You're opting out of the elevator, obviously.
Yeah, no, we are. Yeah.
Running downstairs.
Summer is
Gotcha.
about 3 seconds from jumping out a window, and literally she she grabs like a handful, like a dozen or so gold coins, and just sticks them somewhere, and then grabs a horse.
Just like steals a horse, essentially. All right. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't do that. You lay some gold coins somewhere. There are some guards there. You're gonna go, whoa, what?
And I think as Lest runs to the
With-
horse, Summer's gonna take out her adventurer's license and wave it so they can't see how powerful so that they can't see the rank because she's a very low rank, but like with authority, as if she knows what she's doing.
The guards do see you wave it as you and Les go by. They kind of pause for a moment and go. They kind of look at each other like, I guess, like,
Okay.
we'll let this slide because they seem in a rush.
We'll be back.
Les says you'll be back. You do manage to grab
Unless
horses
we die!
and head that way. Considering the time it would take to even run downstairs and such, I'm gonna calculate how many rounds it'll be before you guys get there.
10.
That's a full minute.
Yeah, 10 is a full minute, which I said it would be about a minute run. Horses are faster. You're going to be there. I rolled a d4 and added 2, so it's 4. 4 rounds total before you guys arrive.
Okay, that's a fail.
All right, so Caden, what you doing?
Cool.
That Strine Orb was a useful grab in the exam. What you doing, Caden?
Caden's gonna stick his head out the window.
Yeah.
These 2 guards are still alive, right?
Yes.
Cool. What are the businesses around me? Are there any, like, taverns or shit?
They are actually not fully businesses. This is still, like, technically the, like, outskirts of the Noble District, really. So you're looking at, like, not like Airbnbs necessarily, but, like, nicer sort of houses, like upper middle class. So this is like a
Condos.
residential place. Yeah, condos and stuff. Yeah.
Fuck. There's not gonna be any guards around here then. Cool.
No, there are guards throughout the Noble District that like go around. So there is a chance that guards will notice and be like, "Oh, run to help."
Okay,
But this is the
cool.
current situation.
I'm just gonna lean out the window and yell to the other guards, "Call for help! I don't know how you do that!" And
Mhm.
I'm gonna stay, like I had said I was next to her. I had moved next to her once
Yeah.
the horse went down. I don't want to leave her in the carriage by herself. That seems like a really bad idea. I'm gonna stick my head out the window. And how far is this dude from me?
This board dude.
Yeah. Or not the board, the guy on the roof.
Well, be about 30 feet that way, and the building itself is about, we'll say, 20 feet high. It's not that high. It's a little condo thing. So, what? That's 30, 20. 3 squared times 2 squared. Someone help me out here.
What are you saying? Sorry,
It's
say again.
30 feet away, 20 feet up. How far is that?
You
You're
think I'm good at math?
kidding.
Pythagorean theorem, right? Like that's
Whatever.
Yeah, and I think that's a triad, but that's like 8th grade.
Mhm.
All right.
We're in the middle.
Listen, I'm about to pull up Desmos. Here we go, boys.
You said 20 by 30?
Yeah.
It's the,
Wait, Josh, you're a math. You can do math, right?
yeah.
20
you
by
do that.
30?
Whatever the square root of 1300 is, if my phone will unlock.
Square root of 1300.
36 feet.
36 feet. Cool. 36 feet away. Thank you, Josh.
What was
He's
that?
within range. That's what matters.
Mm-hmm. What you casting on the archer up there?
I think I'm going to cast Ray of Sickness on that boy.
All right. What's the saving throw for the sickness?
Constitution saving throw 14.
14. Got you. That is a success.
Fuck me.
Does anything happen still, or?
Oh wait, I have to roll
Mhm.
first. On a hit, the target must take 2d8 point damage, and must make it only makes a Constitution throw if I fail. The
Wait.
hit.
Oh,
Or
to hit.
It only
Okay.
takes, yeah, it only
If you hit, it
makes
makes the
if I
saving
hit.
throw. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll to hit then.
That's a natural 20.
All right. So the con save succeeded, but the damage it'll take in general. Go ahead and roll for that, I guess. And you double
Cool.
however much you roll and then add the thing.
Yeah. 2d8, baby.
Cool.
Man, I think this is the first time this spell has ever landed for me, and I'm real happy about it.
It's a good
yeah.
spell.
Like actually hit somebody.
Yeah. Now if they would just fail their con save. Doing math. Tegan's bad at it. 22 points of damage.
Cool. It
Whoa,
hits
that's
hard.
a lot.
Yeah, because it was a nat 20.
It was a nat 20.
Oh, good hit.
All right. What you gonna do now?
It is not poisoned until the end of my next turn. That's what the con save was for.
Got you.
I'm gonna duck my head back in this window.
All right.
And fuck, what do I got? I'm gonna put on my doctor's mask.
Got you.
And look at this noble lady and be like, don't get out of arm's reach from me.
Okay. That next up is the archer's turn. Who, I believe... Yeah. One attack against one of the guards hits. The other for the other guard hits. That's one. Jeez. Oh, this could... Guards are weak. Sometimes you realize how weak your general guard is. Yeah. As she shoots the arrows, you see out the window, each of them get hit like in the chest, and they both fall unconscious.
Me.
The unconscious boys. And I'm tilting him this way to show they unconscious. All right, that's the archer's turn, and then that means it's the boar's turn. 30. How far can he move? 40 feet. Yeah. Just sort of is marching by and you hear him gruff, and he goes, just sort of gruffing, and you hear him go, "Come on out and give us all you got."
It's just a highway robbery.
In the noble part of the city, which is pretty wild. But he's walking up and he's making all this sort of scary sounds. I mean, that's the distance he can move. He wasn't really able to get to you guys yet. So it is the guard's turn, who are both unconscious. Caden, it's your turn again.
Cool, love it, rad. Yeah. Fuck. Cool. I'm figuring out. It's been a hot minute since I used the spell. Figuring out how it works.
So that's one round. That is one round done.
Yeah.
What you doing, Caden?
Cool. Caden's gonna reach out the fucking window again. Or just not even, like, look out where he can be, hit with anything. He's just gonna, like, look out the window like he's squatting and he's looking up over it. Like, looking through a windowsill. And, he's gonna do... we'll do another Ray of Sickness at this boar fellow.
All right, Ray of Sickness. That is just a straight saving throw, right?
Yeah, I still have to roll to hit him, though.
Okay.
That was a good roll. Good job. Good job, Tegan. That was a nat 19 again. Fuck. It probably hits. It's a 25.
Yeah, no, that hits.
Cool. Now I have to make a saving throw.
Yeah, saving throw, con save. Oh, that wasn't a very good roll, but... no, it fails. Look at that.
Good! Cool. He's gonna take this damage and be poisoned until the end of my next
That's
turn.
disadvantage to attack rolls until the start of your next turn. Good. Or till the end. Till the start. To the start.
Dope. I rolled really well.
Oh, end of next animation. How much damage is Boar taking?
14 poison damage.
Cool. And how much was that again?
And
Sorry?
14 poison damage.
14, got you. Thank you.
Where's the door on this carriage?
There's
Just
a
out of
big old door
curiosity.
on each side.
Cool. I'd like to take my I'd like to like slide like I have several things. I have like a wand, like a metal wand and things. I want to shove it in the door handle so he can't just open the door.
Without having to break the wand first?
Yeah.
Sure.
And I'm gonna get between her and this dude. If he comes for the door. And I'm gonna have us duck down so we're not visible from the windows.
Sure. All right, it's the archer's turn. Archer is at sort of an odd angle, but is gonna, with increase to your AC, because you are definitely under cover through these windows, is gonna try to shoot through the windows nonetheless. At you. What's your AC?
12.
So I'm just checking here. So you have a plus to your
Five,
AC.
right?
Yeah, you have 5.
5 feels right, but I always forget.
What's your current AC, by the way? Caden,
12.
again? 12? So, don't worry, I've got it. And then she did. Yeah, she barely beat your increased AC.
Me.
So you are going to get hit by this one and missed by the other one. So let's roll for this. Oh. You take 12 piercing damage by this arrow, and actually you take an additional...
No, Matt! I'm a wizard!
1, you take an additional 1.
Fuck you!
Yeah.
You get shot, like, pretty much in the upper arm.
Upper arm? I'm down to 4 hit points.
Oh, never mind. In the chest. Like, in the chest.
Oh! My clavicle!
I'm sorry, wait, do you have like 15 hit points? What
I
is
have
that?
17 total hit points, baby!
No!
Because wizards...
Really shitty!
I hate this. I hate this. Oh my gosh.
And that is the archer's turn, which means it is the
I'm gonna
boar's
kill
turn.
him.
Maybe you should invest in some armor, my guy.
The boar runs up.
With armor.
The boar
They
walks
have
up and
disadvantage
goes...
on all their
Yeah, he has
shit.
disadvantage to all his stuff. Boar walks up and goes... "Ugh." He's definitely, like, hurt from the poison, but he goes... "Give us what you have and no one else has to die." He's going to roll intimidation with disadvantage because he is poisoned. On the noble woman. Alright. Noble woman's not hard to scare. She goes... Yes, and she reaches for her purse and sort of throws it out the broken window.
I grab her arm and pull it down.
He sees you doing it and goes, "We don't need any bravery here." He did technically use his action. Well, no, intimidation is not always an action. So he is going to attack you through the window that was cracked. Best he can.
The other side of the carriage.
Oh, you moved to the other side, or?
Yeah,
I'm gonna duck
we're
down.
like on the other side in the corner, huddled down.
Oh, in which case he's going to use his action to try to flip the cart. That'll be athletics. He tried to like lift the cart, but he actually fails to because he's poisoned, and so he has disadvantage to such things. But he goes, "We'll be out of your hair as soon as you just hand us what you have."
Caden just goes, "I'm broke!"
He's another 2 guards are coming down, and you hear a horn sound from one of them.
You hear what?
A horn sound
Good.
from one of them as they come down the street here. And you hear the boar yell, "Watch my back." Clearly to the archer. Next up, then, is top of the round. That's been 2 rounds. Caden, it's your turn. You hear the noble woman, forgotten her name for Pete's sake. Susanna say, please, if I hand it to them, they'll leave. Just some money. It's not a lot.
From my experience, I've learned you hand them the money, they'll come back for more later. Caden is going to... He's still got some spells, that's good. We'll Ray of Sickness again. I'll go for the archer.
Oh, yeah, we're going for the archer. Roll to hit.
He was low. Dirty 20.
All right, that hits.
Dope.
Con save. Fails.
Great.
You're just making these people all kinds of sick.
Yeah. Cool. 13 points of damage.
Cool, cool.
Oh my god, he's not down yet?
No.
Fuck!
I think
And
Josh
there's the
put it
bonus-
well when just like, oh, he planned it to be a group trap. I did. This is not an encounter for one wizard.
Fuck you!
The squish will be squished.
The squish will be
Stop.
squished, yeah.
Stop. Whatever.
What you doing?
I'm gonna bonus action chug a potion,
All right. Roll the heal.
because I need to fucking not die. Please, thank you.
Again. Doctor dies again.
What? It's fine. It's
You don't die,
destiny
I'm
if
gonna
I
kill
die
you.
again.
It's not.
If you die, wait, if I die, you're gonna kill me?
Yep.
All right. Heal yourself up.
Oh.
Is that all you can do, Doctor?
Yeah, cool.
All right.
6 more hit points for the doctor.
Got you. The archer who's been poisoned goes, I think you should, and she just sort of pulls the bow back and she looks at the guards for a moment and she just goes, fuck it. And she points towards the carriage again. And as she does this, she has disadvantage. The boar is no longer poisoned, however, but the archer is. So roll for first. That's a miss. Roll for second. That's a miss as well. And she fires two. And as they miss, they do kind of hit through the window and like hit around the carriage. They don't hit the noblewoman, but as it hits, the boar goes, kind of looks up back and goes, don't! We aren't supposed to hurt. And then he stops mid-sentence. And he looks back, and it is the boar's turn now. And he is going to rip the door open. Or try
He's
to.
gonna try.
With his strength. That's a natural 19. He
Me.
essentially grabs the carriage door and rips it off the hinges and throws the doors aside. That's his action, because that is his action to rip it off, so that's what he's done. So that's the boar's turn. The guards run up.
Gonna do something.
And as they run up, the archer goes, we gotta get out of here quickly, like over the edge.
How many
And,
rounds has it been?
This is
Two.
the third round. So there'll be
Okay,
one more
like
full
2.5-ish,
round before.
that
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
right.
Hey, Matt,
Yeah?
can I hold a spell so that immediately when I get on the scene, I can cast it as like a surprise?
Technically, you cannot.
Okay.
But I like the thought.
Well, it's just gonna be Hunter's Mark. 'Cause,
Oh,
that's what I would use.
I'll allow that.
Cool. Thank you.
I'll allow a little hunter's mark. That doesn't seem bad to me.
Because it's not something I can immediately damage with. It's just
Mhm.
something I would have to
Sure,
get
sure.
ready.
All right, so that's one of the guards does manage to hit the boar man. All right. Next up, top of the round. We are at the third round now. It is Caden's turn again. Or we are at the fourth round now. We've done 3 rounds.
Caden's
Top of the
gonna
fourth.
open the door on the other side of the cart
Okay.
and leave the cart
Gotcha.
with this woman in tow.
Gotcha.
You know, out here, please.
Mm-hmm.
And shut the door
Okay.
once we're both up. And is going to Caden is, I know he's at half movement, but he wants her within his reach, so he's dragging her with.
Got you, yeah.
Around, he wants to come up and peek around this corner.
As you peek around, you see the archer is following you with her bow and arrow.
Yeah, she's gonna get my last ray of sickness at
Alright.
first level. My
Roll
last
the
first
hit.
level. Dope. 24.
24 does hit. Roll damage, and she'll
Cool.
make another con save. And she fails! She will still be
Fuck
poisoned.
yeah! 14.
14?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. She is still up.
Fuck! And then with my movement,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to...
You've already moved a bit, and you are half movement at the moment. You've moved 5, 10, 15, I think about 15.
We need to get away. No, okay, we're gonna stay here. I'm just gonna hunch behind the wagon wheel with this lady.
Got you. Is that your turn?
Yes.
The archer is going to take fire at the guards instead. Disadvantage for each shot. Hit on the one guard and hit on the other. So that's one of the guards. One of the guards does fall unconscious. The other does not, as they both get hit real hard. It is the boar's turn, who walks up into the cart. Because carts don't lock from the outside, he just opens this side.
Wait, did both the guards fall?
Only one of them does, so he gets an opportunity attack on the board.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
This guard takes a swing and does hit, dealing a solid
Good God.
6 damage to this boar.
Oh my gosh.
Who guards are scary in large numbers. Who kind of comes out this side. He just moves right over to you, Caden, with his hammer. He's gonna go to hit you.
Hey, can I try something?
Go for it.
Can I say I surrender?
You can. Make a persuasion check.
That landed on shit. What was my persuasion? Oh fuck, it's not as good as everything else. I'm used to playing Pip. 16?
16 persuasion.
Yeah.
He just sort of goes, "You value your life, good." What's your AC?
Fuck me. 12.
All right, he hits you with both attacks here.
Oh no.
So that's
So who's your backup character?
9 bludgeoning damage for the first one.
No.
Uh-oh. 1 hit point, baby.
Yeah,
One
you
round.
you
We're
fall
dead.
unconscious,
One round.
but non-lethal damage. You are knocked out. And so, with that, the boar knocks you out. This is the 4th round. And he sort of looks over at the archer and goes, "All right, time to leave." And he used the rest of his movement. Yeah, so he used 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He has 10 more movement, so. Boom. He begins to move and he goes, "Time to dip." time to get out of here. The last remaining guard sort of blows his horn another time to get more attention as he's like bleeding.
That I know Caden does.
Yeah, Caden is unconscious. That is
Is
the
he
end of the
leaving with-
4th round. Malaya and
It's
Lest.
still not Malaya, bud.
Ah,
wish.
sorry. Lest and Summer, you
I'll
will.
take
If
I'll
Malaya-
take a level 7
Less than
chaos
summer?
war wizard.
Lest and
If
Summer.
Malaya showed up right now, this would be a wild scene.
At the top of the
It'd be
round, you will.
insane.
At the top of the round, you will have turned the corner of this street. You
Okay,
can place
we're-
yourselves somewhere in this 4x4 square at the bottom here. As you turn the corner. This is where you start the round. You will have all your movement, though. And then once you place yourselves there, roll initiative for me. These 4, bottom 4 here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Feel free to place yourself anywhere in there. To start off
my
with.
goodness. Ah, my like trackpad has been glitching all day. There's Summer. She's just a little green square. With a little.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Who would be the first person that I see?
As you
Okay,
turn the
right now.
corner. Probably the
Yeah.
big wereboar.
Okay, I'm gonna
Moving its
post
way around.
Hunter's Mark on that guy.
Got you. Yeah, the archer is staying relatively like she's not using a hide action, but she's like slightly blocked, you know, up on a building.
It's valid.
Yeah.
Why is my roll 20 account?
My
keep
roll
saying
20 is like really glitching.
annoying?
Yeah.
Oh,
are
by
you
the way,
having-
Caden, after knocking you out, he reached for the bag that the noble had, and she let him take it, and that now he's moving away. That would be a thing you would have done.
Okay. My roll 20 is like super glitchy. I don't know if anybody else is having that issue.
No, mine just keeps signing me out in general. So just
Is it glitching? Is it with map?
Oh, is it with me?
The map, I'm asking.
Oh, I don't know.
It's like it keeps zooming in and out for me, and it also keeps cutting off like the bottom 2 squares, like the bottom 2 rows.
Yeah, it's
No.
so far as I know, the site's always been a little jank. I normally just try to be a little bit more zoomed out than would be preferable. That way I can just scroll see the whole thing.
Yeah, no, it's like the bottom row isn't there. Like it's not like it's not scrolled to it. It's like it's not.
I see what you're saying. It
whatever.
is that way. You're good. I recognize what you're saying. So, I need both of you to roll initiative for me.
Okay.
And I will add you to this initiative.
I love, by
roster.
the way, having not a -1 initiative. It's so nice.
True.
ooh. What is my initiative? Dirty 20.
Hey Matt,
Dirty 20. Nice.
I rolled a natural 20, so 24.
Okay. So, top of the
First
round.
real. I've been rolling this dice like nonstop, just like fidgeting. Haven't gotten a single 20. First time it matters.
Also,
Dirty
do
20.
note you are both on horses.
I think we're both on a horse,
A single horse.
if I'm
Gotcha.
not wrong.
That makes
Right?
sense.
Um.
I mean, that makes more sense. Easier to return one horse
Yeah,
than
no,
two.
I thought that we were on
Yeah.
one horse, but I feel like Les kind of jumps off as soon as they get like.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Do you want me to roll acrobatics?
Oh,
or
for
athletics?
what?
I was just gonna jump off the horse.
Oh, roll
that I could-
acrobatics for Flair. Jumping
Yeah.
off the horse.
That's funny.
Good. You
my
do. You
God.
do. You see. Well, no one sees. The boar and the one guard sees. In summer, sees Les do like a flip off of the horse and like a slight
do,
like
like-
cartwheel.
Like fucking Legolas.
Yeah.
I'm like off of the horse.
Summer gives like a whoop and claps a little bit, and just wants to appear wildly confident.
Mhm.
Like, all right. I rolled a 24 initiative.
Yeah. So top of the 5th round then
I roll a nat
Would-
20. It's for fucking
for
Lariat.
Flair. Yeah.
No, it's great. I love it a lot.
Summer, it is your first to go. You're top of the round.
Okay, I'm checking the range on all my stuff.
That's
you
right,
know,
it's the
as much as
ranged fighters.
She probably is good at riding a horse. I doubt she's very good at mounted combat.
Mhm.
Although, I mean, as long as she's not moving, it probably doesn't affect her ranged stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's gonna... What? Is my speed different on a horse?
Yeah, on a horse
How's
you'd be
that working?
faster. You'd be faster on a horse.
Okay, like, what's my speed on a horse?
Let me look up real quick. There is a number for it. Yeah,
I only ever use Phantom Steed, so...
that's fair. Horse. Just look up horse. Monster sheet here. It's a riding horse. 60 feet. 60 feet movement with a horse, yeah.
Alright, that's very good. In that case... I mean, she's gonna get as close to Caden as she can, probably.
Mhm.
So, like, here. Over. Here. And then I'm gonna shoot the one nearest Caden.
The werebore, you mean?
The werebore, yes. Sorry, I'm trying to think this through, summer logic, so that I am not metagaming.
Sure.
Like, alright, cool, this person is... Because, like, Trisha knows that the archer might actually be more of a threat. But doesn't know that.
Yeah.
So I shoot him.
Right.
I think is what I do.
Roll to hit the werebore.
Might not hit, actually. I have a +8 to hit, so 17?
That does hit.
Okay, cool. Then I will go ahead and roll. That's not a D10, that's a D8. That's different. He takes 9 piercing damage.
Cool. 9 he takes.
And I would like to,
When the bullet hits, does not have the outcome you would have wished.
no?
Might be a little resistant.
Yeah. Great. To piercing damage?
Mhm.
That sucks. That's fine. I'll remember that. But, yes.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I was trying to decide whether I want to do an intimidating shot, but I think I'll save that for later.
Got you. Alright, in which case it is Lest's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go at this werebore with an arrow.
Yep.
So I'm use my short bow.
Roll to
Does
hit.
an 18 hit?
18 does.
Okay, cool. So since I know that I hit it, I'm also gonna use my dreadful strike.
Gotcha.
So 1d6 plus 2, so that's 7 piercing damage with the, hold on, I forgot what Hunter's Mark does, how much damage that does.
There you go. It's 1d4 psychic damage addition.
Yeah, with dreadful strike, and then an extra d6 of damage for,
Hunter's Mark.
yeah. So I believe it is 10 piercing damage and then 4 psychic.
10 and then piercing and then 4 psychic.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you. He gets hit by the arrow.
And then I think that's all I'm gonna do right now.
Alright. The archer will poke her head out. She's no longer poisoned. And, looks towards Lest's direction. He's gonna shoot towards Lest.
Don't like that.
What's your AC, Lest?
It is 13.
Alright, one of them hits.
One?
Only one
How
of the
does she
two.
get to shoot 2 arrows?
Mm-hmm.
I want that.
Magic.
Oh no, with
I'm
her
gonna get
longbow.
to do
Sorry.
that next level.
Oh, with the longbow. Okay.
Yeah, 8.
I
Or no,
don't
it's just
like
that's the
longbow.
weapon she's using.
I don't like longbow.
And then
Too
she's gonna
overrated.
use her thing to add an additional. You take 16 piercing damage less.
Holy shit! That's like half of my fucking.
She rolled really well, just to be clear.
Dude! You're at 22 hit points! Leave me alone! Don't look at me!
This
Mm,
sucks.
don't worry, don't worry.
Summer definitely will like attempt to make noise and like seem bright,
Mhm.
right? Like she's trying to be loud and obnoxious in such a way that like people would rather attack her than less.
As you do that, the boar says, "For a ranged fighter, you got pretty close." And he brings his tusk down, and he's gonna charge at you.
Yeah.
So
He's gonna charge
yeah,
at the horse.
yeah. He's gonna hit you with his tusks. So if he hits you with his tusks, he can do this. Does a 22 hit?
It does.
It does, it does. He charges towards you with his tusks and does... That was a good roll. 13 slashing damage to you.
Okay.
And now you need to make a, first a strength saving throw.
A strength save.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, strength save.
Okay. Now I did roll a 22.
Alright. You do, from his charge ability, take an additional 5 slashing damage. But you are not knocked
An
prone.
additional-
5.
Okay.
But you are not knocked prone. It's because he moved 15 feet straight towards you, used a tusk attack. It's part of his thing. And then I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That one's gonna be good again. 19.
You almost feel a pulse of some sort of, not quite a disease. And it clicks in your
Oh,
head with your
great,
passive. You
good.
were almost turned into a wereboar. Or almost cursed with being a wereboar. And then he does
Man,
start...
being a werebore would suck. Man,
Mhm.
werewolves are cool, but a werebore? That's so fucking nerd.
Werewolves won't... And then he does technically get one more attack here. Let's see if he hits. Yeah, he definitely hits. That was a natural 19.
Cool.
With his hammer, you take 12 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And as he hits you, kind of goes, "We got what we want. No one but the horse is dead."
Is the horse dead?
The horse is most definitely dead.
Did he also hit the horse?
No, there's an arrow in the horse.
Wait.
The
What?
horse that was with the carriage. He's saying we haven't
Oh,
killed
not-
anything other than
my
this
horse.
horse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And-
He did not take a special.
No.
He didn't take one of his attacks on the horse. Okay. Cool.
No. But that's what he says. And
I
he's
don't know if I believe him.
so he moved
Caden's
his.
down, right?
Yeah, Caden is on the ground.
Okay.
And then you do get an opportunity attack because he's going to 5,
Okay, I
10,
take it.
15. Go ahead and roll to try to hit him.
It would be with my short sword, which isn't as good. Does an 18 hit?
18 does.
Okay. Max damage though, so
Ooh.
10 points of piercing damage.
All right. Cool. Again, doesn't seem to hit the mark quite like you would like.
That's fine.
But next up then is the guard, who is sort of standing up a bit and looks behind him, and there are a few more guards that have come down this street now. Say about 4 more. Basically, this is how guards work. Like at first, like the few you mess with, but then slowly just a lot come
Right.
round
yeah.
after round. Yeah. All right. Top of the round. It's Summer's turn again.
Okay.
He is no
she's-
longer between you and Caden.
Yeah. That's going to Yeah, he's also in the middle of an empty street, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know what she's gonna do. I have a feeling that Les and Summer are about to pull out their big guns respectively. Yeah, she's gonna I think dismount.
Got you.
Like get over there and then dismount, so that the horse.
Oh, that's right. You were on your horse. He must have charged you off the horse. Then it's fine.
Okay.
I forgot about the horse.
That's fine. I figured something happened. I don't
Mhm.
really want the horse to die, and the mechanics are weird.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm gonna lead the horse behind the cart. Basically, I just
Gotcha.
don't want the archer to shoot it. I don't want to have to buy this horse.
Mhm.
And,
Yeah.
But run over by Caden. Bonus action. I'm gonna give Caden a health potion,
Got you.
and then I'm just gonna check something real quick.
So, Caden, you do come to. Go ahead and roll for that health potion.
Yeah. And Summer definitely does say, after I'm done saving your life, I'm going to kill you. And then,
Kate sheepishly
Wait.
smiles.
Wait a second. You gotta check something. Health potion. Bringing people back to consciousness?
Yeah,
Because you weren't dead, you were just knocked out.
yeah, but even when you're making death saves, you can still do that.
Yeah, I don't see it as long as you're at 0. Just take it with zero.
you got 6 HP. You're at 6 HP.
Gotcha.
That's for that. And then she's going to do something fun.
Mhm.
Because there's no, like, this isn't like a heavily vegetated, right?
Has really nobody woken up yet? Like, I find that very hard to believe.
With the chaos in the streets?
I really just need to know, there's not like trees anywhere, right?
This is like a nice... It is like a condo area. It's where people would go. There aren't a lot of, like, people here. But there are a few, like, trees on, like, the lawns and stuff.
Okay, I just need to know where these things are, because I'm about to set them on fire. So if you could help me out with that.
This is just a building. These are, like, more like... This here would be like a lawn. And then
Okay,
this here
but
would be like a lawn.
Okay, cool. So this is gonna be fine. Because I have a fun thing that I haven't used yet. I have a fireball bead.
You do have a fireball bead that you got
And
from... Yeah.
And I throw it. I have a sling, but I don't think I need it. My throwing range is fine. Because I'm gonna aim right here.
All right. Roll a ranged attack. So just whatever your normal ranged attack roll would be.
Square.
Sure. Just don't add your proficiency, so just add your dex, I suppose. Because you're not proficient with...
I have a feature where if you any ranged attack, I get
You can
a
add
certain
proficiency.
bonus to it. No,
Just a certain bonus.
It's a like a +2. It's the
All right.
style. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
archer
yeah.
fighting style.
No
Anyway,
worries.
it doesn't really matter because I rolled a natural 19
Good.
and
You
it
hit
would
your
be
mark.
+8, but minus my proficiency, so +4, so 23.
Yeah. No, you hit your mark. You hit the square,
Okay.
aka the boar you wanted to aim it at. Go ahead and roll your... I think it's 8d6
Well, I
for...
mean, what level fireball?
It's just
is it?
basic fireball, which is... How much is basic fireball again? It's like...
Let me switch characters.
No,
real
I
quick.
got you. No, I'll find it real quick. It is... Yeah, target takes 86 fire damage on a failed save.
Alright, I'll go ahead.
It's gonna make a dex
I've
save.
got, I've got all my d6s from when Mal does this in Disintegrate and... A million d6s. Okay. Wow, that's a weird split.
Go ahead and roll your 8d6 for that fireball you just tossed.
1 sec.
No worries.
I'm next, right?
Oh, I missed
Yeah,
it.
Lest will be next, so
That's
do
where I got
prepare
it.
your thing.
Oh, I already know what I want to do. I just want to know what dice I need.
Cool.
So I'm going all out
20
with that wand.
26 fire damage.
All right, he is still up. He sort of coughs as the fire moves away, and he just sort of like, ugh. Lest, it's your turn.
Okay, well, now I'm having an issue because I can't find my dice. I want to use 5 of the
Magic missile charges.
the magic missile at the archer.
Got you.
And all the buildings are now on fire.
Well, what's the
No.
radius of fireball? It's 20.
The radius of fireball is 20, so that's why I was asking. No
Yeah.
buildings were caught in the blast.
Yeah, no buildings
From
are
where
caught.
I-
It's an empty street.
So
and that's why I actually didn't quite actually target him. And
Hmm.
the reason was so that I wouldn't hit this dead guy, this unconscious guy, right?
The horse is pretty burnt, though. So, the horse is now
Well,
burnt. Not your horse, the
I
dead
said-
horse.
We're here to beat a dead horse. It's fine.
Yeah.
I did, Matt.
Yeah?
I did actually say that I was aiming it here.
Got you. No worries. Then you're good.
Okay.
So the horse might be dead, but the people are not.
Lest
No.
5 of those charges, and you know the dice to roll for that, because it immediately
do not.
hits. I think
It is a 1d4.
S scale put
But
it in the
doesn't
chat.
it go up per level?
Okay,
You
so
said
it's
last time?
3d4 at first level. And so it'll be, if it's 5th level, then it'll be 74 plus 7, I think. Right?
Yeah, so it's 1d4 plus 3d4 plus 3. Then you add the additional levels to 5, so 4. Wouldn't that be?
d4 plus 7.
Because it's a
Yeah,
first level
7d4
spell,
plus
right?
7. Right. And so each of the 4 additional levels gives you another 1d4 plus 1.
Got you. Yeah, you're right. So 74. You right. Roll 74.
Hold on, let me get my 74. I do have 74, which is very lucky. Wow, very good. Plus what?
7.
26 damage on the archer.
As these motes get thrown, the archer who was currently pointing in your direction seems to no longer be on the roof. Or at least you can't see her. She's unconscious, yeah.
I think that's all I got. Yeah.
All right, it's Caden's turn.
So, I'm gonna look at the woman behind me and go, did they take anything?
They took my purse, yes? My coin purse.
Cool. Some I prefer he is alive for questioning later, and then, Caden's gonna...
Yeah, I wouldn't have exploded him if I thought he was gonna die from it.
I'll do what I can. I'll do a mind sliver.
All right, what's that save?
Intelligence 14.
He succeeds.
Fuck me!
Alrighty. Next up in the order then are the guards, who most of them sort of seeing that the situation is dying down. These four immediately move to this side where the lady is and check to make sure she's okay. See some of you are injured, and one of the guards go, "What's going on here?"
That stole her purse, and there was an archer on the roof too. They shot us and attacked us. We should go after him.
It was a very well coordinated attack.
These two guards run run towards the building where the archer is supposed to be on top of.
Somebody going after him?
I'm going after him, sweetheart.
The guys kind of look at
It's
each other and
okay.
go, "We have to prioritize safety here." As they look at the noble there.
I'm
Summer,
the
can I
doctor.
Can I give Caden a knowing look? It's not
Sure.
it's no function. It's no function. It's just like, I want to give him the look of like, yeah, because the guards that were here before kept everybody so safe.
Top of the round after the guards is Summer again.
Are you really invested in this mystery with him? Okay.
Whatever.
She'll get on the horse and ride out.
No, it's fine.
How quickly are you answering that? Because I can make it pretty far.
Caitlin says it's fine. We have the archer.
Well, here's what I'll do then. I think I figured out I could get here. He is another 30 feet off of that, right?
Off of that
So we're
last
looking
square, yeah.
at- So we're looking at 65 feet.
Yeah.
Pistol won't do that. But she could dash and try to actually like get in his way. She's not great on HP, not gonna lie.
Don't.
Wait. I did really just type that into the under the table chat. Sorry. Sorry, you're debating between
That
horse
really
out.
made me funny.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be going
the
in.
ability to pin
Mhm.
things because I need to pin that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll pin it. Don't worry.
I think as a bonus action, Summer's gonna drink a healing potion
All right.
just in case he decides he's gonna come back and look for revenge, kind of thing.
Mhm.
And then go ahead and I don't think this is gonna be what does him in or anything, but she'll go ahead and longbow
All right.
him. That is, let's see, +8, so 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And we are looking at eight more piercing damage
Cool.
that he just takes.
An arrow
I'm
hits
gonna
him in the
roll
back,
real
but he
quick
is
for
still
the
running.
health potion. I got another 8 HP. And then I'm gonna start moving with just the rest of it. I think that's about where I can get, but she's gonna just sort of start heading roofward, like she's going toward the
Oh, she'll be wanting to head towards the archer instead, or?
yeah.
Gotcha.
I think Summer wouldn't hate getting to the archer before the guards do.
Mhm.
In truth.
So the boy's just running.
So-
He has an arrow in his back. A variety of other wounds. So last, it's your turn. Lest. Lesty boy! Adrian might not be here. We'd have no way of knowing. Sweet. In which case,
Sorry, I
oh yeah,
forgot
no worries.
my microphone.
No worries, no worries. What you doing, last?
There's nothing to attack anymore, so I think I'm gonna walk over to Caden.
Gotcha.
Because that
Start
boy only
moving
got
towards Caden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm gonna end up using Cure Wounds.
Got you.
So I gotta touch his arm.
The guard who was injured, before we went to next round would have checked the pulse. Said, "They're not dead. Let's get him to a medic." None of the guards are dead.
Okay.
Nothing
That's good.
stabilize them.
Yeah, that's what the guards will be doing.
Oh wait, so is one of the guards still unconscious?
Yeah, there's a few guards unconscious. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can just use healing hands on like 2 of them,
For
give
sure.
them each 2 hit points.
Celeste is on the way to do that. Caden, are you doing anything? It's your turn.
Yeah. I mean, Caden can't do a lot. He really can't.
Mhm.
He's gonna fucking move around the cart, I guess,
Mhm.
and try to start helping stabilize injured guards.
Got you. Got you. Got you. Okay. Sounds good. The boar's turn. He just continues to run, and eventually he turns a corner. You no longer see him. He is out of eyesight. And I'd say with that, combat would essentially be over because all combatants are gone.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I think Summer wants to like literally like if she can stand like on the horse's back and just like scale the freaking
Mhm.
wall. Like she's jumping. She wants to get there before the guards do, if possible, right?
Yeah.
And then, as quickly as humanly possible, disarm this woman.
So you
give
want to
her
try to
a
make your
health-
way to the roof where the archer would be, right?
Well, she's like right there.
The archer's
Right? She just needs to get on the roof.
yeah. So you move towards the building. Do you go inside to get on the
Well-
roof, or do you climb the side?
No, she climbs the side of the.
Got you.
She's on horseback, literally
Mhm.
right by where this lady was. So like it's
So the
She's
roof,
sort
the
of-
building itself was like about 20 feet up. So she's like on a roof. So you wouldn't be able to see her from horseback that close to the building. You'd have to climb up.
well, but we saw her before.
Yes, from enough
Right?
range to see the top of her head. Once she was hit by less, she slumped over and was no longer visible
Okay.
because of the
But
height
the
difference.
place where Summer is now on the map is roughly where she thought she was, right?
Ba-ba-ba. Yeah, you like in terms of adjacent to the building. Yeah, like if you climb the
And
building
so
from there, she'll
she's-
be there.
And so she's it's about a 2-story building then?
Yeah, 2 stories.
Yeah. I mean, she's gonna stand on the horse and that'll get her some of the way there, and then like I don't know, is there a window
just make me a
that-
strength check for me to climb.
Okay.
Yeah, or athletics, I
Is
suppose. It would
climbing
be.
athletics?
Yeah, just athletics.
It doesn't like matter, she's not proficient in it. Subject, but 17.
Got you. As you climb up to the roof, where there's like a few crates and other just junk that's been left on this roof, like just random stuff, you don't see her there, but you do see a big splatter of blood at her feet, at where she would have been.
Where she would have been.
Yeah.
I look around, like I want to know what
Make a perception
happened.
check.
Is there? Does this look like, my perception's not great. It's a 12.
You look around, you see the blood splatter on the floor, but you don't see any sign of her on this roof.
Okay. Does the blood splatter look like she was dragged away in one direction? Does it look like it like trickled and then grew? Does it look like if she was brought straight up,
Mhm.
right? It would like pool
Sure.
in more of a circular pattern.
Make an
than if she
investigation
fallen.
check.
Also, like, are there any weapons
Sure.
kind of thing. That's better. 17.
There is a bit of a drag to the blood as if something was dragged, but you don't really get a
As if some-
direction.
As if something what?
As if
Okay.
someone was dragged. Like there's a bit of that smear, I suppose, to the blood.
But not in a specific direction.
Yeah. I mean, clearly not towards the edge of the roof. You would have seen that, but
I would like to look around for like other footprints, that kind of thing.
make a perception check with disadvantage because you have already done a perception check earlier.
Okay, I'm like moving, but
Mm-hmm.
okay. With disadvantage, that's a 19.
All right. Looking around, you see the occasional blood splatter sort of on the roof by where the archer was, so like in this area, but you aren't able to track it down to any place.
So it's like all around.
Yeah, it's all around.
I mean, I'm gonna like, I'm gonna walk around to like the edge of the roof, like over here.
Mm-hmm.
Are these lines? Are these roofs connected?
No, they're not. That's just the way you draw with the polygon line thing. Is it's a snap to the next point? So I just instead of continuing a new point every time, just
So they're not connected.
No.
How long is this building approximately?
About as long as is pictured here.
And are there any places like on the roof where like doors where it goes down into the building or like anything obvious like that?
There are some like crates, some like tarps covering like maybe lumber to be brought back down, or it's like almost a storage space up here. Because the inside would be like a nice sort of building. They keep all their stuff up here for the most part. Like not valuables, but
right. Where's the like they have to get up here?
Yeah,
to move
the
stuff,
door
right?
itself would be right around here, down into the building.
Okay.
What are the others doing? Caden, Lest. What are you doing during this time?
Caden is helping.
Heal up guards and
Stabilize.
stuff. Got you.
And once he's done that, he's gonna go over to Susanna. Was that her name?
That was her name. Yes.
And calm her down and
Mhm.
yeah.
She sort of just goes, looks at the guards and goes, "I'd like to go home if possible." There you go. Of course, milady. She looks at you and goes, "Thank you for helping me. Sorry you almost died."
Yeah, it's part of the job.
I think
is there any
I'll
way I could
be refraining from late night journeys for a while.
idea? Is there any way you would like to get in contact?
She kind of writes on a piece of parchment, hands you. It's an address. She goes, I don't know if my parents will want, adventures coming around, but
I'll try to send mail before in-person visitations.
and she just sort of looks at the guards and they nod, and eventually more guards come with a horse, and she's being taken back home. And she looks petrified.
Yeah. Caden slumps as soon as she's out of eye shot. He's like, oh.
All right. Last, what you up to?
I think Les just got finished watching that very awkward interaction, and he's already healed. You got the 9 points, right?
Yeah, thanks, man. That's real helpful. He looks so much better. I'm not lying. He looks so much better.
Damn, I thought you were being sarcastic for a second. I was like, now I know who not to heal next time.
No. He's almost at max.
Mhm.
9 hit points.
How much hope do you have right now?
Right now, I have 15. Total, I have 17.
Yeah, the squishiest
gosh.
person.
Healing, what's it called? Leveling up by necessity.
Yeah.
And I think Les is just kind of like So, what exactly happened?
It's been a very long day. I was with Demo and Escale, and this woman pulled up in the carriage, and, I had some suspicions about her possibly being related to our undead friend we're looking into. And I got in the carriage, and she wasn't. She actually wanted to hire us for a job, and I'll give you the information on that. But well, we were about to go back to the hotel. She was going to drop me off. She was very kind. The horse got shot, and yeah. Then I got hit.
Huh.
Summer, do you want to check inside the building?
I mean, yeah. Like
Alright.
I check everywhere.
All right.
Summer definitely like takes a moment to like first observe Aiden and this woman talking, roll her eyes dramatically, then just like wave her arm to get like a guard's attention, somebody or Lester, Caden, whoever, and just like motion like down, like I'm going inside.
Yeah.
Um,
As you go down,
and
you
then-
do hear guards downstairs say, "Whoever owns this place will have to apologize for the door." And they go, "Yeah, they had to break down
and-
the door to get in."
I do think like she's cautious, like she's going very, very slow and looking at like everything, right? Like she's looking straight up, she's looking like anywhere she thinks that normal guards will not look, right?
Sure.
And also like if there are any, like she definitely checks like under tarps and stuff to see if there are other exits.
Cool. As you move around the roof one last time.
Right.
Yeah. With your 19 perception that you rolled for your second time round, you see some lumber, you look inside crates that are partially opened, and it's just sort of a variety of like old bed sheets and things like that. But you don't see any signs of life other than the blood. Do you head down into the building?
Yeah.
Yeah. Heading down, the second story that you head down into looks to be like it's just sort of some rooms, like bedrooms up in here. There's some beautiful paintings on the wall. It's a very nice sort of condo-ish sort of deal. There's like art of the sea, right? This is a coastal city, so you've got kind of a nautical theme inside of here. Maintaining your 19 perception, you move room to room. The guards sort of find you, and they are also going to be looking around, so I'll roll for them as well.
Yeah, I also want to be looking like, not just like for a hidden person, but like, does this house look lived in?
It doesn't look like it's been lived in for quite a while. This is
Okay.
someplace families would come for like vacation or something and live in
Okay,
for.
we're talking a timeshare or something.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have like an interior window, the one on the second floor that faces the scene?
Yes, has a few.
As a couple, I want to check those out. Basically, Summer's looking for evidence that somebody was watching this from a window, right? That there was a third person we didn't see.
Make
Would
a.
have been able to go, and get her whatever.
Better check the floorboards.
Go ahead and make an
Yeah, like-
investigation check for me.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Detective stuff. I'm looking for cigarette butts or I don't know, whatever.
Chicken.
Investigation plus 3. 16.
Yeah, no signs in recent activity here. The guards are also kind of looking in closets and looking around as you are too. They're being careful not to mess with too much because they recognize they've already broken down the door of this place. They don't want to break anything else. They look around and go, they look at you and go, "Was she not on the roof? Is that why you're looking
No.
down here?"
Yes. Yeah, she wasn't. she was definitely taken somewhere.
They
But
kind of
there
sigh,
was
and
no
one of the
clear-
guards goes,
There was no clear blood trail.
I mean, pick your poison. Teleportation, invisibility, could be anywhere, you know. And the other guard kind of goes, well, if she's not on the roof, then no one died.
Huh.
Just a coin purse taken. The guards kind of look at each other and
Yeah.
go,
I'm just gonna check one more time, and Summer's gonna go up to the, but she says, "It's really good that you guys got here. Thank you so much."
it's what we do. I like to imagine, though, that guards really do something, just go, like, well,
Guards are
why
what?
look, like guards would just kind of sigh in a world like this. They'd be like, well, I mean, it could be anything. They could have turned into a rabbit, you know? Like, we don't know. Like, what are we gonna do?
She wild shaped into a bird and flew away.
Yeah, like it could be anything.
No, but Summer's going to go back up to the roof, and then she's gonna take like a if there's like some disposable thing, some fantasy tissue
Mhm.
or something that people won't miss from this abode, or like a washcloth if it's kind of a generic place.
Sure.
And
in one
she's
of the
just gonna go
caves.
back up to the roof, and she's gonna take a nice swab full of blood.
Oh, nice. Just get a cloth of blood, essentially.
Yeah, just a little swipe.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah?
Can I go up to one of the guards
Mm-hmm.
out of nowhere? And I want to ask them a question. Is anybody like free to ask a question?
Yeah, of course. Guards have started to pile into this area, and it's full-on show. Yeah.
Does anybody know who the Smoke family is?
Kind of look at each other and go, the Smoke family. I might need to refresh on what the Smoke family is related to. What was the Smoke family related to? I'm looking back
feather.
on my notes.
From the Hunter's Test.
From the Adventurers Test, you mean?
Yeah.
That's
You
right.
know
They
what
were
I
a
mean.
crime family that the Eagle had mentioned what he was friends with, right?
Mm-hmm, but he never mentioned like where or like when.
Yeah, when. They kind of look at each other. I'll have them make an intelligence check. They go, sorry, sir, we don't know any Smoke family.
Oh, no problem. Thank you, though.
Oh, of course. Thank you for showing up and really taking care of this situation. I mean, we would have...
No problem.
And you see, there are a couple dozen, or like about 20 guards here now. And they're like, we probably could have begun to get a handle on it, but better that none of us, our lives were put at risk. And he goes, I assume if you could show me your license that we don't have to... Do you show your adventurer's license?
Yeah.
One of the guards
Goes,
in the
that makes
background.
it much easier, thank you.
Which guard is asking about Cowboy Bebop?
Indeed.
Mhm.
Caden calls out, Les, I had a question
Um,
for you, actually.
mhm.
Les?
Oh no, Les?
Les, is your mic off?
Bebop got him.
Sorry, Grace is talking to me.
Mm-hmm. Grace,
What was
Grace,
that?
it's D&D time.
Les, I had a question for you.
Yes, what was it?
How did you know to get here?
Sarah was snooping on you with the ball. I don't remember what it's called, but she was using that, and I was in my room, and she came in and told me you were in trouble, so we just kind of stole a horse.
Has she been doing that since we left?
I have
Not
no
the whole
clue.
time.
Summer's not
I'm not
there.
I'm collecting blood so I can snoop on somebody else.
Interesting. Interesting.
Mhm.
How was your night, by the way?
Not very, until this, not very eventful. I'll be honest.
I'm sorry to have ruined your night.
No problem. It's fine.
I'm going to go get Summer. I would like to go to the hotel and sleep.
Me too. That would be great.
Hello, hello. So you guys are gonna retrieve Summer? Summer?
Yeah.
Your friends come to grab you.
Yeah, that's fine. I think we walked the horse back. We're not gonna fit all three of us on there. Definitely Summer does. Summer's a little grumpy, maybe.
Yeah?
About
Are you alright?
Oh, me? Yeah,
Yes.
fine. Really? I mean, like, no, very injured. But when you think about it, still fine. Finer than you would have been if you were dead again. Which is really interesting because it's so funny. I was thinking, they'll be fine. I don't need to worry about it. I mean, what could happen? And then I remembered, you know, everything that happens at night in cities where we know there are vampires, for example. And I thought, I'll just check. But certainly if they're together, they'll be fine. But then as it turns out you weren't together because I can't go in rooms alone with you right behind me. But the second, like, one pretty lady who smells nice comes up with a carriage.
She didn't spell that
And
nice.
it's like, hey kids, do you want some free candy? That's a good solo venture. Just, you know, just being. What color was her hair, Matt?
Like blondish.
Just being blonde. Yeah, that's a good reason. Not investigating a room, but being blonde. That's a good thing. What were you thinking?
Is this a walking and talking?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Summer's got the lead of.
Inside rubber real quick. I think he he's having a moment.
Okay,
Hey, I have a question.
Go ahead, Lest.
So, I technically have Misty set, but it's at level 2, and I don't have any level 2 spell slots. Am I still not allowed to use it?
Oh, let me check your character sheet about that. Whilst there is, and we might, I just want to check in with other people real quick, but we might continue this argument in the future. But just for comedic effect, I am going to look at your character sheet, though. S-Scale and Demos, on your way back. At some point, you see like a carriage.
Hunched over, leading a horse.
Yeah, there's like a carriage on the side of the road and some guards like doing paperwork or something just by it, chilling with some like
They
lamps.
recognize the carriage?
Let me look at their passive stats real quick.
What a familiar carriage.
What smells so?
Demos, you recognize it because of the smell. This is the same carriage as you guys are coming home that Caden had gotten into.
Demos just goes like, curious, and like tap S-Scale and be like, that's the carriage that the doctor got in.
Oh. You think he died? I mean,
Is it
he has
Tuesday?
a slight history.
I mean, I'm sure we would have heard something.
Well, do you think so, Big E's?
They would know. They would let us know. They know where we went.
That's true. They would. They'd do something to get a hold of us. At the very least, like, what's the little
Definitely if
fella's
he
name?
died.
Rupert? Yeah.
Rufus? Yeah.
If the doctor died, I believe that's an extension, something similar. I think.
Oh, I don't know. Hey, wait. He's not on your shoulder.
Oh no! My snake ate him.
Oh.
He's bigger.
Well, I guess that's how it goes. You want to go see if they're there?
I mean, I think we have to.
Yes.
Are you gonna check the cart and the guards then?
Waddle on over.
Yep. The guards see you approach and they kind of go, "Excuse us, this is a crime scene."
Oh,
And one of the other guards goes, "Stop having a spear up your butt. What do you guys need?"
I believe we knew one persons to get in that carriage tonight?
Oh. Well, rest assured, no one died. I mean, a horse died, but no persons died in this incident, so.
Was the horse a person before it was a horse? And then
That is a. Yeah, he kind of looks at it and he goes, that is a valid question. No, it was just a horse.
huh?
That's a relief.
Yeah, you know, it does happen time to time.
But I didn't bet on it.
Yeah. But,
Oh, I wish we would have now. Damn.
mhm. Yeah, I mean, it was just sort of a purse taken, but apparently the noble family doesn't want to pursue any charges or anything.
Charges on who?
Huh? What was that, sir?
Charges on who?
Oh, whoever tried to rob their daughter. And succeeded,
Oh, did you
actually.
apprehend them?
No, we did not, actually.
Then how would they? Never mind.
Yeah, it's a whole mess, isn't it? Yeah. It's a bit of a mess.
Well,
But you know,
where-
if you want to take a look, the door is still torn down. I would recognize your looks anywhere. You're the newly hired adventurers, right? The
Yep.
Loxodon, Odin man, and the man who looks half dead. It's pretty easy to,
I say we'll come by in the morning if anything looks interesting, but
Oh.
we need to be turning in.
Alright, alright. Sounds good. Sounds good.
So
Look at my naked wrist, like, yep. Pretty lit.
Checks.
Yep. They kind of nod and they go, well, have a good night. Your friends should be alive. I think they went home.
Will's like, walks away.
Yep.
Hey, do you want to know my insight roll?
What
What?
was your insight roll?
It was Fuck, I need to do the math. I should have done that while I was sitting here listening. It was a natural 19, but 24.
Okay.
Nice. We will
I
get.
mean,
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Oh.
I mean, it's not. Or what were you gonna say, Matt? Sorry.
I was gonna hang on Escale and Demos for a bit longer before we return
Oh,
to that.
okay. Sorry.
Yeah. No worries at all. You guys continue on your way home from after interacting with that carriage. And as you're walking in this darkness and cloud cover begins to cover the moon. And so it gets darker. Mm-hmm. Escale. Mm-hmm. You notice your crystal is slightly glowing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. What do you do with it?
How close are we to where we're headed?
You're with the walking pace you're at, just a minute's walk back to Sunkissed Resort.
Okay. Hey, Demos, I want to go ask them a question real quick. You don't wait for me. We can see the hotel from here. I'll be right behind you.
ask you a question.
What?
The
I
god.
need a car before I get a phone.
The people in the background for Andrew.
I don't want a car.
Say that again,
The
Andrew.
god.
Yeah, no, Escale said the guards.
I don't
Fair enough. I will meet you at the hotel.
Good enough. See you there.
All right.
I'm gonna find a little alley
Mm-hmm.
and see it. What's up with it? Look
Yeah.
at it, poke it, shake it, bop it. I don't know.
Bop it,
Twist
twist it,
it,
shake
pull
it.
it.
Yeah, pull it. As you sort of begin to mess with it,
Wait, did you just say mess a bit, or did you say something else? 'Cause
Mess
it
with
sounded
it.
like something else.
mess with it. As you begin to mess with it, cue the
Prime.
GIF.
Prime
Uh,
usage.
Yeah, cue the GIF. Yeah. The light seems to grow just a faintest bit and goes, and I will send you what it says. We don't have to go into Alone with the DM right now because this is simple
Okay.
words. But
Okay. This was fun. I'm being held hostage. Smile.
That's what you hear in your head.
Indeed.
Boy, I hope nobody listens to this. They'll be so confused.
Mm-hmm.
True. True.
Anybody listening?
To
So this,
this typing.
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Those listening are so confused.
Now?
The voice says yes. If you want.
You know what we could have easily just done?
What?
Put on the little headphones thing, the deafen.
Oh.
You can see that we're all deafened.
Oh, well,
But
we'll
you
do
don't
that
have
in
to
the
go
we'll
to
do
the
that
right.
in the future. We'll do that in the future. But he says you hear him say yes if you want.
Okay. Alright. How far along is Demos? Do I see him anymore?
He would have like crossed over a hill, sort of on the way to the resort. But you see the resort building from here.
Okay. Then I would like to, I guess, message you what I would like to do.
Sure, go for it.
We
Go
could,
for it.
We could leave.
Give us through. No, it's okay.
We got this. We got this. We doing secret stuff.
I love this like background ambiance noise, but I hate the fact that like there's like this slow swing in the background of like this little swing going back and forth. It's like, come on.
Yeah,
I have not been listening to the music this entire time. Oh my gosh!
it does happen. But as you do that, as you head back to the resort. Oh, I guess I shouldn't say what you're.
That's good.
We'll say it. As you head to the resort, head to the front desk, leave a note, and head back out into the night. That is where we will end this session, as everyone else goes to sleep.
I was gonna say with my Misty Step, I just wanted to teleport 30 feet in front of Caden and Summer. That's all I wanted to do. That's
Yeah,
literally
just
all
to
I
be out
wanted
of the
to do.
conversation, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
I just wanted to be 30 feet ahead while they walked, and I wanted to do it right in front of them. Like,
Just so obvious, like, boom.
Literally
can
just
we
like
retcon that in? Is that okay?
We can, I'm fine
they
with
start
that.
to bigger and you're like, literally I can't even.
Yeah,
you
I'm like,
can-
you know what? I'm fucking tired of this shit.
Lest you can use it because it's your Fey touch thing.
Yes, that's what I figured.
Yeah,
I
it
was
just
like, oh, it's
says-
the
it
second
doesn't
level, but I can
say-
still use
yeah.
it once.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Also,
just use it once.
when Les does that, Summer definitely yells, "Yeah, whatever."
And
Les
so-
will like look back and flip her off, and then look back forward and not look back again.
Yep.
Summer
Hey, we
definitely
never
laughs.
addressed the roll I made.
That's the thing we're gonna do next session. What was that insight roll again?
It was a 20.
29? 24? Cool. Awesome. I am
Hey.
writing that down right now. Doctor.
Hey, Matt.
Yes?
Matt, did we level up?
Matt, do we level
Yes.
up? Yeah, Matt, do we level up?
Matt,
Do we level up?
Matt,
Hey,
level
man.
up.
Do we level
Matt.
up?
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes.
Let's go!
Yes, yes.
Oh, I have a perfect gift for this.
Points.
Yeah, you do.
We had another near-death experience for some. We had a wonderful bonding moment between the other two with Escale trying to comfort Demos while he
Here,
was
here's my
under
gift.
so much pain.
Damn.
Oh my gosh, yes, yes, yes. I get
Right before
wait,
that,
I think this level I get extra attack.
Oh, I have so many options. No.
hmm
I get third level
Unless
spell.
that's
Also,
my fastest level, but I don't want to do that.
I realized this during this session that Andrew. Can you hear me, Andrew, by the way? Despite the
level
talking in the back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
5.
I realized this session when you were doing it, I was like, Andrew's characters often develop almost physically. Like there's a physical development with your characters in tandem with your character. That's interesting.
Use all your money in your
Also,
like the property.
I am now can move 40 feet
I'd rather use it when I'm
Ooh.
and have extra attack.
I would
That's
like
good.
everybody to know that I rolled exceptionally well.
Oh, also, the recording's going to end
Oh,
now.
crap.
Bye.